but's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room, he won't tell you his plan. He's got a rolled cigarette hanging out his mouth. He's a cowboy kid, yeah, he found a 6-shooter gun in his dad's closet with a box of fun things. I don't even know what, but he's coming for you. Yeah, he's coming for you, yeah. All the other kids with their pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with their pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullet. All the other kids with their pumped up kicks, you better run,
stampede. No handles, flying like a banshee. They use cheat codes, but we don't cheat though. No cliff notes, homie, we don't need those. Come on, and just take the high road. I'm trying to fly though, wanna touch the sky, but still lie low. Never watered down, even with the hydro. Vaporize the hate so I don't have to keep my eyes low. Hit eyes low, get it in Norway. Cleanse palates with the callous man sorbet. Doorways open up, yup, more cake. Soon enough the sweet turn sour, more court dates. We burn it down though, and just live it up. It sucks ass when they ask about a living trust. I don't have one, cause I don't have shit. And when I do, I'm probably gonna just stash it. It takes time for the interest to make sense. It makes sense for the linguists to invest. I've been blessed with a brain and some rhythm. Those hairs too square. No carry-ons, but we carry hope. No politics, but y'all should probably vote. Don't involve me, I live for the stereo. Right side, left side, middle path, adios. No label when you living independent. Rent is too damn high for my pension. Like the lottery, the way it just rubs off. Opposite of Jimmy McMillan, I take the gloves off. And take some cheap shots, fighting for the beatbox. I'm throwing down harder than the dude who beat Brock. I'm more able though, but still murderous. On the beat, at least I'm bleeding the encouragement. Living like a rebel, all intents and purposes. Practically a rapper who's broke but still virtuous. At least I hope so, y'all can be the judge of that. I know you're on a special team, so just run it back.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody is doing good. And we got a wild nerdy in here, and he scared the shit out of me right before stream. Scared the crap out of me when I just saw him pop in. Oh, too funny. How is everyone? Today? Hope everybody is doing good. Hope everybody is doing good. Give me a second here. Alrighty. Let me unmute here. I think we got the whole crew here now, do we? Yay! Cool. Everybody's here. Yay!
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
A wild nerdy popped in when music was going, about scared the crap out of me.
He would.
No, I just saw the music go, and all of a sudden I see Nerdy. I'm like, whoa! Hi, Nerdy. How are you, sir?
Hi, how's everyone?
Hi. We are good. How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm here.
Yay! Okay. Yay. Awesome. Well, we are going to get started here in just a few minutes. And yes, we also have the lovely, the wonderful Miss Gigi Hartz.
Hello.
She's back again tonight. Yes. And of course, we got Mr. Toxic Piplup. Hello, Toxic.
Hi,
Hi. How are you?
I'm Australian. Hi.
Oh no.
Australian
Nar.
Oh, nar.
Oh no.
Dango
Oh,
ate your
no.
baby.
Hi.
Throw another shrimp on the
Oh
Barbie.
my god. And last but not least, we have the wonderful Miss Squatchin. How are you?
Hello. How are we doing?
Why? I know why we're speaking Australian, but it's kind of random.
Speaking Australian.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
so funny.
Culture shock.
Right? Yeah, I know, right? But no. So how was your guys' day today?
Absolutely horrendous, KHuck.
Oh yes, you did not have a good start.
How
to
World
today.
deleted my character.
Yeah,
I
you did
am
not have a good start. Yeah, you did not have a good start at all today. No, you did not.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did it get fixed? Did they
Not
fix
yet. Not
Oh.
yet.
Did they explain?
Yeah.
Are other people experiencing this?
Oh yeah, it's an Xbox
Yeah.
problem.
it? Yeah. They
And because I'm playing on the Game Pass version, it's affecting me on PC. So
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Ah,
Oh,
that game
no,
everybody
no,
wanted me
no.
to sink my time into. Missed that one.
Yeah, they
it's only because my husband's hosting, and I didn't read the Twitter before jumping in this morning. Otherwise, everything would be fine. I wouldn't have touched it. But
Well-
I
Oh,
didn't
you
see
could
their
have saved
tweet.
it.
I could have saved it. Yes, I'm mostly mad at myself.
Oh, that's
You should be mad at the developers. You shouldn't have to check Twitter to make sure your stuff doesn't get deleted.
true.
They have a
True.
disclaimer every time they load up the game. It is in beta, and some things may not function as intended.
Oh,
Mm,
okay, well then.
mm.
That's still.
It's okay. I know what I'm doing this
Yeah,
time
yeah.
around. So if I have to start
How
from
can you,
scratch, I
how
have to
can you
start from
sell a
scratch.
game that's still in beta?
Minecraft
I didn't
did
pay
it.
for it.
All games.
I know you didn't, but
Oh,
isn't like Pal World like
Minecraft.
$40
No,
or
she's
$30?
saying Minecraft did it.
Yeah, Minecraft's released in beta. At least I think they did. I'm fairly certain they did.
Yeah, I play
No,
a lot
yeah,
of games that get
2009.
released in beta nowadays.
I
Like,
feel
and
like-
then
well,
and then
I
they
feel like-
give you the final later.
That's stupid. I feel like if it's a beta, it
Technically,
should be
so
like a
did
free demo.
Cyberpunk.
Oh,
True.
yeah, Cyberpunk. Oh, God. Don't even
No, no, no.
True.
That was a
Halo
beta
Infinite.
masquerading as a
Okay,
completed
but Halo-
game.
Halo Infinite kind of did it right. They should have closed it
Oh,
off
here we go.
in front
Here's
of
the
it.
cup. Here's
No,
the
no, no,
cup.
no, 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 no. Halo Infinite, all right. They didn't delete everything you had, all right. They shouldn't have released.
No,
the
they
game
just wait 6
completely
months
early.
to give you new content.
Not yet. They should have. They should have had more content planned. I agree, but just like, I don't know. It's just I feel like releasing a game in beta and making you pay for it is like kind of iffy.
See, it's not an issue for Steam though. Steam is fine. That
Hmm.
the issue is the Xbox ones, which I'm pretty sure most
Oh.
people are accessing through Game Pass, which
Oh, I see. I
is
see.
no
I
upfront
see.
cost.
Well, at least it didn't affect Steam. At least there's that, I guess. But still,
Yeah.
it's still shitty that it got affected at all. That shouldn't have been the case.
Yeah,
But
it just means there's gonna be fucking Pal World streams while I re-level my character.
yep.
Oh well.
Oh,
Play
guys,
Tim Tim instead.
there's a knock at the door. I wonder who it could be.
Oh.
Squatching.
Didn't even take 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, open up.
It's a knock at the door. It's a Mr. Huck with food.
You bring me
At
food?
least he brings
Hey, where's
gifts.
mine?
Yeah, what the heck?
What the fuck, Mr. Huck?
we-
There's a
We're all here too.
there's a full lobby.
White rice.
There's a full lobby of
And
people that are.
where
in
is
right
mine?
here. Where's
Sir?
your food?
We're
This is an
closed. Sorry,
atrocity.
please come again
I am
tomorrow.
Terrible.
Er,
Sorry. I don't feel like breaking down the
Rude.
washing machine again.
Thank you.
This is going to result in a negative Yelp review. Thank you very much.
You're gonna get a negative Yelp review.
A negative Yelp review. How dare you?
That got his attention. Where's my fucking chicken and rice?
No, no.
What food?
Get out of here.
What food? You didn't bring me any. This is the issue we're having.
Oh, too funny. No, he made smoked chicken and rice. Looks yummy.
Apparently not. I don't have any.
Yeah,
I don't believe you.
Well,
Didn't
it's
screenshot
like,
sure it didn't happen.
Early
Come
too?
get your
You have to get
Schrodinger's
nugget.
chicken and rice. Okay,
Come-
Schrodinger. I have a bowl right fucking here. I can
well,
take
get you,
these
bring
Timbits.
Bring your bowl.
Here.
Please, whatever. Come on
Here
over.
is my bowl.
I have an empty Sonic
For the
slushy cup.
interwebs.
You have an empty
So
what?
may I have another?
You have an empty
I have
what
an
do you have?
An empty Sonic slushy cup that you can put chicken and rice in.
Yo.
Oh, there you go. Yes, bring me your cup, bowls, plates, whatever. Yes.
Speaking
on
of
over.
slushies, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching
Uh-oh.
Game Drops yesterday, and I'm still very annoyed that the McDonald's remix thing is only a Canadian thing.
Oh, you gotta
I-
come
I
visit
feel like
now.
McDonald's.
I,
What's
I,
the McDonald's remix thing?
Oh,
they just
oh,
released
Oh
weren't here.
yeah, you weren't here for this one. So we Toxic found out that there's McDonald's is releasing a remix. They're doing like a remix promo. Here, let me pull up the picture. Hold on.
next time we go, I'm getting the chili junior chicken.
Oh, and I
I think-
found out Sunday. I haven't done it yet because I keep flipping forgetting. They brought back the breakfast bagels here. I am ecstatic.
Yeah, but who cares about those when they have the breakfast burritos?
The breakfast burritos are good too, but if in all honesty, to me personally, I prefer the bagels. I do.
Wendy's is getting a
Oh,
breakfast burrito. It's going to be
Oh, are they?
2 pieces of egg. It's going to be 6 pieces of bacon.
There we
It's
go.
going to be
Damn.
the Swiss breakfast cheese sauce, 2 pieces of
Oh,
I love
American
cheese sauce.
cheese,
damn. You know what
Yeah.
is it like
and
their
it's going to
burrito
have those
version-
seasoned potatoes.
How
Is it
many
like
dollars
a,
is it though?
Well, without the meat, or besides the bacon, of course, I just meat. But what is it like the breakfast baconator kind of, but in burrito?
Yeah.
I'm
Kinda,
assuming?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except you get the
bacon.
seasoned potatoes on top of it too, apparently.
They should call it a
Ooh, that sounds
baconito.
But,
Baconito.
baconito. But yeah, Gigi, this is it right here. This is the remix menu.
Yeah.
It's
I think I was here for part of this because I remember discussing how I don't like mixing meat. So chicken and a burger together
Yes.
sounds uncomfortable.
Apparently, the best one is the surf and turf, and then the McFlurry is really good. The apple pie.
Yeah.
Oh my! I want to try that
Yeah.
so bad. And
I
you
do
say it's only a
too.
Canadian thing?
Well, Dame Drops went, and he got them to make it for him in America. So
Oh,
maybe if you find the right people, they'll do it. I don't know.
you got to know
I don't know.
somebody.
Yeah.
You gotta know a guy who knows a guy.
yeah,
You got to have inside connections.
true. But yeah, so that's what that is. But oh, I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I want
Well,
that junior chicken.
I want the junior chicken looks awesome, but I also and I talked about this too. I think I said this last time. The chicken cheeseburger just kind of throws me off. I don't know about that one.
What do you mean the chicken? Did you not have cheese on your chicken burger now? Like I feel like
Well, no, it's a cheeseburger with beef, but with a McChicken
Chicken
patty
on
as
top.
well.
I don't want. I don't
Yeah.
want that.
I
See,
do.
the
If you
sweet
smoke enough,
chili
it'll be
junior
good.
chicken looks normal. It looks like
Yeah.
something I could make at home,
Yeah, the
but it
chicken
tastes better when
cheeseburger-
someone else makes it for you.
True, it can. Yeah, that's very
course.
true. Very true. All right, guys. Well, are we ready to get started with said video? Are we ready? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I should ask this. Is there anything that we want to bring up or talk about real quick before we get started? Do you guys have any topics? No?
No.
We good? Cool. Okay. I tried to find some for today, but I didn't really find anything that was really that wasn't going to take forever to talk about, so it's fine. But I figured that we could just go ahead and get started. Okay, so Nerdy, let me ask you this. Did you
Yes.
happen to catch our stream last night of us watching this interview?
No.
Okay, so this is the Legion interview, the ex-husband of the Risa Tisa woman that we just watched. We finished
Yes.
Fuck Do We Marry? We finished that last night. So we started because we had some extra time and we were very interested and curious. We started the interview. Now, we got about 15 minutes in, and it's a doozy. It's a doozy. He's like debunking almost everything that she claims, of course, and he's just running defense against everything that she pretty much said. And we don't want to believe anything that he is saying, but yeah, so yeah, we're about 50 minutes in. So are you gonna stick around and watch this with us?
Of course.
Awesome. Sweet. Okay. All
If
right,
you
guys.
have any questions, we will do our very best to answer them for you.
Yes.
Can I
absolutely.
can I throw off the stream for a minute?
Absolutely.
Can you pull up what I put in the group chat?
Oh no, what? What'd you put in the group chat?
It's just a funny video.
Public
You don't need
Enemy
context
photos?
or anything. It's just
Oh.
perfect.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Well, apparently we got one thing. Toxic's got one thing after all. Okay. Hold on. That was me. What is that? Hold on. The heck? Okay. Can you guys see my
Oh,
screen
jeez,
now?
this.
1 sec.
I-
Let me get out of this
this-
game here.
No, you're fine. You're good. I kind of saw something about this floating around, but I wasn't sure what this was. Okay. Hold on. Oh God. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me go to window capture. Okay, so what on earth is this? Care to
She's
explain
reacting
what
to
this is?
she's
Wrestling.
she's Yeah, she's just reacting to WrestleMania, and it's just funny how
Oh,
into it
God.
she is.
Oh, okay, here we go.
That's all you had to do. You don't listen.
I've yelled at the TV like this.
You don't listen.
That's gonna be me in like 40
What
years.
did I say to you? What did I tell you? All you
You
had
need
to
to
do
film
was
it.
fucking leave.
What did I tell you? What? Oh, that's hilarious.
All you had to do was leave. That's all you had to do. You don't listen. Now you're gonna lose your shit in front of everybody. Cause you don't listen. Stupid. Fucking stupid. All you had to do was go. Jared, did I call it Jared? What the fuck did I say?
That was one hell of a choke slam. Holy shit.
You did. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
All you had to do.
This is
You
so
better agree
cute.
with.
Oh, I love it. I love this so much.
Game time counted, bitch. What did I tell you? I told you.
Oh my
All you had to
God.
do was go in the back. That's all you had to do. Fucking dumb. Just stupid. Verbatim, AJ. Fucking-batum. All you had to do was leave. That's all you had to do. You didn't even get out of your ring with the championship. Fucking dumb, bro.
Who is that?
That
The
don't
guy
make
with
no
the purple and
sense.
black.
Yes, I was gonna ask that. Who is that?
Damien Priest?
Oh, okay.
I get okay.
Is that him?
I like
Is
his
this-
outfit.
Is this Damian Priest?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Nice colors.
Just
I like
champion.
that color choice.
You did it to yourself.
I do too.
You did it to
That's
yourself.
CM Punk.
All you had to do was leave.
Yeah.
That's all you had to fucking do. Dumb. Dumb. That don't make no damn sense.
I love this so much.
I saw some wrestling fan today
Your
call
fault.
Broski a
Your
nonce
fault.
Oh.
over some wrestling stuff.
All you
Wrestling
had to do
fans
was
can be
call her.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Like
can.
right there. All you had to do was get her and leave. That's it. You did it to yourself. Dumbass. Dumb. All you had to do was leave. I don't
Oh my
understand
God.
it. Why did you go out? Why did you do all of that? You knew Damien still had the briefcase in the back. That was stupid.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I told
Oh, I
you
love
was
it.
gonna
That's
happen.
cute.
Didn't I fucking tell you? I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Not how
told
old
you.
So, question, Toxic. I think that she's a true fan. Is that how true fans act? I'm assuming.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I love it. That's great. Well, thank you,
feel
Toxic. That
bad
was...
for her neighbors. I really do, because I would call the cops so quick.
I like Twyla Minda's comment. He eats his green beans for sure. Mm-hmm. He sure does.
Yep.
And
Somebody say green bean.
oh, and hello, Liana. She said, "I wonder if Drew's seen this. Probably. You
I
think,
hope so.
maybe?
I
I
hope
hope
so.
so. I hope so too. Oh, that's great. Well, thank you, Toxic. I appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's get to the main event, shall we? So,
Yeah.
like I said, we are about 50 minutes in. So yeah, I have a lot of different thoughts about this. So, and I know that we're just like not even halfway through, I bet. But okay. So, one's in the chat if you are ready to go. I'm going to assume yes, but
What if they
Ignoring
say
my-
no?
what did you say, Teddy? Man ignoring my contribution. What did you say?
That's
Hold on.
me when I'm watching Ultimate Rape Review.
Oh my god, Teddy!
Oh my god.
True.
Teddy's like, come on, I could have done that way better. I wouldn't have even been caught.
True. True.
I mean, Teddy is
So
a
true.
master. I don't know.
So true. So true. Oh, that's funny. Alrighty. Okay, guys. Let me make sure I got the volume up here, too. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go.
So help me help you. Because right now, at this point, I'm taking care of all these bills here. I'm taking care of, help me help you. How do we do that? How do we come together and bring these finances together? Now, the only part of that story that she told that was true, did I hide money from her? Yeah, I did. I absolutely did. Over 50% of what I was worth, I hid from her. I did.
Why? Why? If that's true, which I doubt, why? That's my question. Is just why? Why?
To quote Chris Brown,
Oh my god, here we go.
love their women. You know, these hoes ain't loyal.
John.
Goddamn nerdy. God damn it.
Wow.
With those in the
See, we're not on
accounts and
his
stuff
channel,
like
so
that?
he's gonna be extra spicy tonight.
That's okay. I expect it. It's I'm used to it by now. It's okay. I
No,
love
no,
it,
you know
actually.
what the worst part of Nerdy John's like Chris Brown response is that
Oh, no.
you led him
Oh,
into
no.
like a perfect Backstreet Boys response. You said, "Tell me why." The correct answer
Tell
was,
me
"Ain't nothing but
why."
a heartache."
True. True.
Yeah.
In Nerdy's
Yeah,
defense,
she gonna take your money.
they were washed up long before he was born. Okay, Nerdy is just
That
a
is a
baby.
good point.
That is
I
a
don't
very good
care.
point.
Be
True.
cultured. Be
True.
cultured.
Be
Tell me
cultured.
why.
Oh my god.
Ain't nothing but it.
So did you do that because you
I
felt like
stand
she was
corrected. He
finan-
does know the song. There was
I-
no
I-
excuse
you
for that, John.
There's
We are
no excuse
disappointed in
now.
you.
You forget I technically had you forget I technically had a teenage mother.
Oh
True.
yeah, good point. True.
Yeah,
True.
His mom is pretty close to our age. So
Oh,
tell me
I
that.
don't
I don't
think
wanna
I
hear
ever knew
that.
that. I don't think I ever knew that. Oh, well
No? Oh.
then that makes sense then. Yes. Okay. Then that
You
makes
guys are like
sense.
hanging out with you guys is like hanging out with my mom's coworkers.
Aw.
the urge to kick you from call is very strong right now, sir.
No. I can make it worse. You know, a lot of people
take
young
that as a
age do like to
compliment.
call me mommy. So enjoy that.
Damn.
Oh. Ooh.
Enjoy that.
Ooh.
Hey,
Ooh.
I've been on
God.
record saying that
Oh, God,
guys
here
my
it
age
comes.
need to go after MILFs, okay?
Gross.
Hey, it avoids all the Minecraft allegations, does it not?
Well, I mean,
Some of
there's
them.
just different ones because we do
Yeah,
have
it's
a
a whole
teacher problem.
different set of
apparently,
allegations.
Yeah.
Good lord.
So there's also a teacher problem that's happening. So
True. True.
or financially smart with what she had and
That's the main reason. I'm gonna say this for any man that's gonna watch this. When you get married, you do not need to financially. You need to tell her about all your finances. I'm telling you that now. That wasn't right on my part. My reasoning is my reasoning, and I'm not saying it was right. I think it was wrong, and I should have disclosed it to her. But we're talking about somebody that I got married to. You had about $401 in the bank account. You had credit card debt, student loan debt, and you paying $550 a month for a 2009 Nissan Rogue with 250,000 miles on it. Like, she wasn't making financial smart decisions when I met her. I was trying to help out. Taking care of the bills is this way to stress off of her. The only bill I actually gave her to do is, hey, you take care of the grocery bill, you pay your cell phone bill, and you pay your car insurance. The rest of your money you put in your pocket. Do what you got to do with it. I'll take care of the rest. But you need to take care of these student loans. This is why I did that. You need to take care of these student loans to bring your credit up. So this way we can be a team when it comes to stuff like that. But again, like I said, I don't want to get nobody make the mistake. I'm not saying that, hey, me not telling her about all the money is the right thing to do. That was absolutely wrong. But at the time, I wasn't trying to jump down the rabbit hole of being in her debt.
This is not someone that you forget. This is not a situation that, you know, man, I don't even remember him. No. What I don't remember is the version of my...
No, yeah, Twyla. He's got just like a big gap in between his two front teeth. Yeah. But yeah, he has all of his teeth, his top teeth. It's just his two front teeth are very wide.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he's got a big old that I noticed anyway. But yeah.
Myself before I met him. Nothing so far has turned out to be true. The only thing that
I have a gap in my front tooth. Actually, in my teeth. Yeah, my two front teeth. My two front tooths. Yep, I sure do.
Teeths.
Yep.
What is that song called? All I Want for Christmas is my two front teeth.
Yep. That was my song for. Well, what was when I lost my two front teeth, as if I remember correctly, when I was a kid, they both grew in like really like I don't want to say that they were like far apart, but they were noticeably far apart. And when I got braces, it helped fix it a little bit, but it's still there. The gap is still there a little bit. Yep.
Okay, can I ask you a parenting question?
Sure.
How do parents? How are they so sneaky with the tooth fairy? Like, how do you slide the how?
Drugs in their supper.
No.
Good point.
No. Being very quiet, sneaking into your child's room and putting the money under the pillow. Yep. It's not that hard.
Yeah,
it's really
no,
not.
my luck, I'm getting caught, and I ruined everything as a parent.
Oh, no, I have a very... Oh, Toxic, that's so funny that you bring that up because a memory just popped in my head.
And Mr. Huck did it too.
No, hold on. No, he did... I got one better for you. Oh, God, when was this? This was about 2-3 years ago. He went to this... Ava, or Baby Huck was... how old was she at the time? 4 or 5? Yeah, she was maybe 4 or 5, maybe. And one night, she like, there was a period of time where she lost her teeth, like, almost, like, back to back to back. Like, she lost one of her molars, like, right away, and then she lost another tooth, and then she lost another tooth. I think she lost, like, 3 in a week.
She just wanted money.
Yeah, she lost, like, 3 in a week. Like, it was that consistent. But anyway, so the last tooth that she lost, right, we had told her that, you know, obviously the tooth fairy was gonna come. You know, the first 2 times she came and gave her like $1, okay, something like that, right? But the last time we didn't for some reason, I don't know why, but we just didn't have $1, or we didn't have like any single bills. So Mr. Huck went out to the gas station down the street to go get some cash because it had, you know, ATM and whatnot, and it's close by. Comes home and puts the money in her, you know, says that he gave her like $5 or something like that, right? Oh no, guys, no.
He accidentally gave her 50, didn't he?
Mr. Huck left her $40.
Oh, damn.
Holy shit.
That's out of the year.
Mr. Huck left her $40 under the pillow. I did not know this until the next morning, and I was dying laughing the entire time. because he himself did not realize it either until she woke up. And he claimed, and I was like, why did you do that? And I already knew the answer to this, and I knew what he was going to say. It was dark and he couldn't see. Yeah, that's exactly what his excuse was.
There's another reason why I can't do
it. But he has no excuse because she has a nightlight in her room. She has 2 nightlights. Well, then she only had 1. But now she has 2.
Mr. Huck is old, and he has bad eyes.
And
also,
you guys are both short, so maybe
you could still
Shut up, nerdy. Go ahead, Gigi. I'm sorry.
You're good. This definitely happened to me as a kid. I think my mom gave me 100 instead of whatever she meant to give me, and she was like, "Oh, she definitely made a mistake," and she switched it out for a 20. And like, what was that gonna be like? Like, what? Like you just have
No
direct
takes
contact with the
back.
tooth fairy? Like I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think I had enough sense to question it at the time.
Well,
Mhm.
I feel like I
I
could argue
think,
for that 80 now though.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel
No,
like
I
in
get
this
it.
economy I should.
Well, it was super funny though, because I just thought he like was almost horrified when he woke up, or when she woke up and he realized what he did, and he just got that look on his face, the classic Mr. Huck look of oh shit. It was
I was lucky to get $1.
It was so flippin' funny though. It was hilarious.
That didn't start a period of like, oh god, if I lose more teeth.
Mm-mm.
Oh dear.
Well, it did there for a minute though, but she was a little, but he was thinking he was like, okay, I have to be more cautious with this. I'm like, you think? Jesus Christ!
You don't
Did you guys
say.
did you guys ever have to do the door thing as a kid
No.
to like pull out a tooth?
Yes.
I did.
I was about
No.
to say
Awful.
I did that one time. And do you know why I only did it one time? Because it was
Because
so
it didn't work.
Yep.
No, it did work. It was the most traumatizing thing of my life. Like, do you
Awful.
like keep me? It was awful. It didn't come out the first time, so they had to do it again. Like, oh, it was so terrible.
Yep.
Nope, I never did.
No,
Thanks,
you
Dad.
see, I was a dumb kid though. I like just brute forced it. I brute forced the loose tooth.
Yeah,
I would run into things at school and then my teeth would fall out.
Nice.
Well, no, I remember my dad used to take the just like dental floss. He used to just take dental floss, tie it around the tooth, and pull it that way. I've never ever did he ever use a door, not once.
That's nice.
I think
Yeah.
my dad did that to a few of mine too.
We thought about it for, well, Mr. Huck wanted to do it for Baby Huck once, but it was like a while ago, and I told him no. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You are
don't
not
do
doing the door trick. It ain't happening. Plus, it doesn't work. Like, no. And then he
I mean, it did work
videos.
eventually. It did work eventually.
Yeah, then
like technically the tooth came out.
Yeah, then he tried to show me videos of other people doing it and it working there, and I'm like, no, not happening. No. So, yeah, we did it the old-fashioned way. We just did dental floss and or toilet paper and just yanked it out that way. Yep.
Number one, yes, there is a brother in Philly, him. Yes, there is a brother in Nashville, the twin. Yes, both parents are deceased. That is what I was told from the beginning. Those pieces of information are true. And the uncle, he said, which uncle is he talking about? Because if you guys remember, back in one of the parts, I talk about where he said his uncle was giving him advice on why he should not open up his savings account to let me see it. He would not let me see it. And so I'm telling Chris about the uncle, and he was like, that uncle been dead for years. I told him about Junebug. He said, dude, Junebug been dead for years. And I said, Chris, he was having conversations with Junebug on the phone in front of me. He was like, it wasn't Junebug.
What's the whole ordeal with Junebug? They were mentioning Junebug, and that was somebody you frequently talked to.
Junebug.
Ain't that crazy what happened to Junebug, as if like he had passed away.
I don't know who the heck that is.
Hold on. Do
I
you
don't know
guys
nothing about that. The only person that passed away.
Whoa.
She says everybody has a cousin Junebug. Do you guys all have a
Every
cousin Junebug? 'Cause I don't.
Black
I do
family, I
not.
think, has a
She
Junebug.
didn't say that. She didn't say black family. She said
I
family.
think she did. I think
She did, actually. She did. Yeah.
Well, what's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do?
You can't
What do
listen.
you mean? I don't know what
As,
you're trying to say.
as,
I can't have a cousin Junebug. I mean, I don't,
No,
but I
you
could.
can't. Nope, you're not allowed.
I mean, like, I got like a kind of like a semi-redneck family from like West Virginia, so like
You have an
See,
Uncle Cletus,
You don't
don't
have
you?
a Junebug?
Yes.
Junebug feels like those
we do have a
different-
Cletus actually on my.
Oh,
grandmother's
Jesus
There
side.
we go.
Christ.
Are you serious?
Listen.
You have a-
Listen, okay, the average number of kids on my grandmother's side was like 20 back in the day.
Nice.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
Damn.
true. True. Yeah.
Big
names are gonna
families
be-
for farms, child labor.
Yeah,
Let's go.
my dad's side was like that. It's still like that. I'm sure that I have cousins and second cousins and third and fourth and sixth and seventh and eighth cousins that I have no idea who they even are. I guarantee you that is the case with my dad's side. Now my mom's side is a lot smaller and it's more. I mean, there's still a lot of different kids in that family that I'm not really that I know, but I don't know them. But yeah, I don't have a Cletus. I have an uncle that has I have an Uncle Eddie. I can say that. I have an Uncle Eddie and an Uncle Ernie. I have that.
What about an Uncle Bert?
What was that 80s movie? Was it Uncle Ernie?
Was
Did
it?
your Uncle Ernie go to
Look,
Africa?
No, John Candy.
Oh yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
Why are you making a John Candy reference? You're far too young to make it. Get out of here.
He was in Home Alone. Okay.
He
was in more than fucking Home Alone, nerdy. If we're
Yeah,
gonna
he was
talk
in
John
Planes,
Candy,
Trains,
you're
and
gonna
Automobiles.
talk Cool Runnings.
Yes, Cool
Baseballs.
Runnings, yes.
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck.
That was the name. That was.
Yeah, the Uncle Buck
Baseballs?
had.
He's just Arf.
That was.
Did you
yes!
know there was an Uncle? Did you know there was an Uncle Buck TV show?
No way.
It only lasted like 6 episodes.
Are you serious? There was an Uncle Buck TV show. I don't think I ever knew that. Really? What do you? I have to look that up now. Hold on.
Yeah, the
Pause.
premise was the
Important work.
parents died, and so he had to take care of the kids. Which obviously, by the way, none of the movie actors came back for that.
Oh yeah, it was. I see it. I got a picture of it. Yep, I see a picture of it. Yeah, I don't remember this really. This was in 2016. Oh wow, that's a lot. sooner than I
No,
thought.
well, no. You think of the remake. You're thinking of the remake of that. No, it was like a year after the movie.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah, it's really hard to find recordings of it because everyone only recorded it on a VHS tape.
Ah yes, that's very true. I remember doing all that and cassette tape.
No, the Uncle Buck,
CD.
the newer Uncle Buck one is about a black family.
Yeah, that's the one that I found. Yeah, that's the one that I just
Sweet
found,
Baby
yeah.
Inc. got to Uncle Buck, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Away as a friend of mine. His name is Eric. He was in a car accident.
Junebug was supposed to be family.
No, nobody in my family called Junebug.
Okay, so he's not black either. So I guess that's fine then.
True.
That's how that works.
Well, that would mean she's lying then, because she said every black family has a June bug. So that means that he's either not black or not every family has a June bug. So maybe there's inconsistencies in her story, and maybe he's not lying. Maybe she's
Let's
been
check
lying
his
this whole time,
ancestry.
like I initially
He was
thought.
the
And
liar
maybe
all along.
Really toxic.
Maybe she did it for clout, and maybe he is just an
You know,
innocent victim.
I do have a
Are you
question.
pulling
right?
a Charlie
If
Day
there's
right now?
if there's if people make the argument that like white people, if they have like 2% black, they can say the N word, right? Does that mean like if a black person has like 2% white, they can't say the N word anymore?
Oh,
I don't know.
These are questions that need to be answered.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Exactly. See, we here think big.
No, and toxic Charlie Day is a guy. You know who he is. He's the guy. He's the meme. He's the meme that you know where he's like pointing to like different things, a conspiracy thing. That it's the
A
meme.
meteorologist?
No, he's the meme that.
You have to pull up the clip.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Gosh dang it, Abbott. The things that I do for toxic.
Yeah, you talking about Ryan Hall?
I don't know who this is either,
Meteorologist?
so you're doing it for me too.
You guys know who it is when I pull it up. Hold on.
Nope.
Hold on, Charlie Day.
You underestimate how big the rock I live under is.
You guys will know it. This guy.
And the pile of snow that's covered.
This.
Yeah, actually.
What is that?
Oh, the
It's from the
red
Walker-
rope twine conspiracy
Yeah,
guy.
this guy.
Red
Yeah.
Rover?
Is that from Workaholics or is that from Sunny in Philadelphia?
Don't know. I always thought it was from.
But
Sunny.
no, yeah, the clip is funny because he's like, there is no KO from HR.
Yeah, you guys
Always
have seen
Sunny.
this. It's like, yeah, it's a popular meme that go. It's always sunny. Okay, it's a popular meme. You do you recognize this now, Toxic?
No.
Okay, well.
Wait,
okay,
what?
fine,
Really?
Fine.
By the way, it's
I
not an
don't.
age thing because I recognize it.
Fine.
Well, no, you're just old, John. You're just old.
Me and Toxic are the same age.
I was gonna say. they're
Toxic, have you had your birthday yet this year?
No, couple weeks.
Couple weeks. See, John, you're old. You're older than Toxic.
It's in May, right?
No, it's in April.
Is it?
Is your birthday on 4/20?
No.
Missed opportunity.
Damn it.
That's an L.
That's Hitler's birthday, though.
What is your
True.
Huh? My
What is your
birthday's the day
birthday?
Hitler died.
I don't know the day Hitler.
And the
died.
same day as Bo Black's. Me and Bo Black's had the same birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got.
Did
Are you
you
making
did
me
you
And
look
spend
it
Travis
up?
Scott,
Christmas
actually.
that were meant for him?
I'm looking it up.
Travis Scott, too.
I'm the one who's
Toxic?
been playing all the Nazi games. It's
What?
Toxer, you are a
Doctor?
fibber. It is Hitler's birthday is 4/20. Nice try.
No, I said the day he died on.
Oh, the day he died. Oh, excuse me. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I was looking at his birthday. I'm sorry. That's the first thing that came up.
April 30th.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a whole Family Guy joke about that. Because the guy knows it instantly, and Peter goes, "Wow, red flag." Wallace.
Peter.
My bad.
Hi, Lois. Remember that
Eric
time
was-
we watched Why the F Did I Get Married?
Friend of mine who was in an accident. He went through a rough time. He was a military guy. PTSD bothered him. Me and a lot of people that knew him, we tried to get him help. He drank a lot, and one night he got drunk and he just off the road. Fatal car accident. I went to St. Louis to bury him with a lot of friends of mine. She knew about that.
Man, why you gotta bring St. Louis into this? St. Louis didn't do anything to you.
Tainted.
Leave St. Louis alone.
Never visiting now. Never visiting.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't want
I'm
to get swooped up
here.
by a
Apparently,
tornado.
apparently, this guy is also like a big like Philadelphia Eagles fan. So
Well, that's the first problem.
yeah.
You know who else was a big Philadelphia Eagles
EDP?
fans?
EDP.
Exactly. All I'm saying is check those guys' hard drives.
Well, I was saying this last night. So this thumbnail that we're using tonight, Purple Pop Rinse made, and she did a fantastic job. And I was saying this last night too. And
And you know who she's a fan of?
No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no. Tread carefully.
No.
Tread carefully.
No.
No, she's a fan of the Packers.
Oh yes, she is. Yes, that's true. Yes.
Oh, you gonna mention a YouTuber?
I say
No,
I say
that's commentary. That's the team of commentary. It's me, Purple, Jessica, Leia, and
Oh really?
I'm sure there's others.
I like New Orleans.
Well, you can.
Yeah,
have fun with
Cleveland
that.
Browns. Cleveland Browns.
Ew.
Do you like
Jesus
football?
Christ.
No,
Do you-
but like
No, not really. Not my thing.
Yeah, the Packers are. My boss loves the Packers. She
The
loves
Packers.
them. The Packers. She loves the Packers, and she loves. I hate to say this, I'm gonna get yelled at. Kansas City. The Packers and
Oh,
Kansas
God.
City are her two teams.
Jesus.
Well, we don't have a choice, okay? It's either Kansas
Yeah,
City
you
or
do.
nothing.
You
Not
had the
really.
Rams. Let's go with them.
No, we don't. No, the Rams suck.
You had them.
We had them, and they sucked
They were
here
just
too.
in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. They won.
I know they won.
I posted
and we
my
were,
feet in the group chat.
and we were very bitter about it.
you posted what?
What'd you just do?
My slippers. My slippers.
Okay. Okay.
My feet are in my slippers. You cannot see my toes.
Oh, she's got. Is that the? Oh yeah, she got Saint slippers.
Yeah.
Those are cute. Those are
And a couple
super cute.
T-shirts and I got a tank top and a blanket and a pin.
Yeah, my mom was I don't know if she still is anymore. She was a Colts fan there for a little bit because of only because of Peyton Manning, only because of him. And now I think she likes the Chiefs, but I don't know if she still likes the Colts or not. I couldn't tell you. I don't know, truthfully. I know
Probably
that
not.
she,
They're all bandwagon fans anyway. But his son is in college football right now, so
Peyton Manning.
Oh
eventually.
god, we're never gonna escape the Mannings, aren't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
It was a good couple of years.
Yep. Yep. It's a family tradition now. It has to be. What, Eli played for the Giants, right? Is that right? Is
Yeah.
that who played for the Giants? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. See, I know that much. Other than that, I really don't know very much else.
That yeah, excuse me on that one. That's a really good friend of mine. He somebody that I gotta say, if I had to say best friend, he was one of them. He real supportive dude. He had a rough life, honestly. Alcohol.
I have been dying to go to London and Paris. This is something, if you know me, you know she wants to see Paris, she wants to see London. So I get home from work. This is the beginning of March. I get home from work, and on the counter is a folder with like a little bow on it. And I'm like, oh, what is this? Is this like mail? Like, was this something that you got at work? He's like, nah, it's a surprise for you. I open up the folder. Inside the folder is like a trip itinerary. It is not an actual booked trip. It's like an itinerary. A trip for two to go from Atlanta to London.
So what about the London trip? Was the London trip ever promised?
I never said nothing to her about going to London.
Y'all never talked about going on a trip? Y'all never talked about going out the country or anything?
Savannah. Back to Philly to see family. Never said anything about going out of the country.
So where you think she's getting these things from?
Savannah.
Well, I read the story that the lady put up about her husband, and I'm
Too bad
getting
it
the
wasn't
word that
Havana.
I copied a lot of this story from this woman's story. But as far as her and I discussed, we never discussed it, not once. Where's she getting it from? Your guess is as good as mine. Or just to make her story sound better, I guess. That's all I can gather, because we never had those discussions.
So when we got married, the first
Again, I'm in the same spot that I was last night. I don't know what to think right now.
We need receipts, damn it. Someone show some goddamn proof.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like... Never mind, that's very sexist what I was about to say.
Do it.
No, go ahead. What?
Okay, some women
balls.
take a lot of pictures when they get excited. Like, they're like, oh my God, you got this, blah, 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 blah. And, I don't know if she's that kind of woman, because some do, some don't, right? But you'd think if it's like your dream thing, like your dream place to go, she'd be like, oh my God, look what he's probably like might be taking me to. And she takes a picture.
Yep, that's a good point.
Just throw that out there. I don't know. I'm literally throwing stuff at the wall again because I don't know who to believe.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was doing throughout the whole time we were watching that too. But and also with this too a little bit. But no, you're not wrong, because women are known to I know I'm one of those. I would totally take pictures of, if Mr. Huck were to do that for me, I would totally take pictures of it and like send it to my friends. Absolutely. But that's the thing, is that she may not be, and again, like what you just said, she may not be one of those people that does that. It could be that, she kept it to herself. But also, like I said last night, and this is something that I've, that it's been known now for a little bit with this, is that she could have taken pictures, but it was left out. She didn't show them. Or, there's multiple different scenarios with this. So, and that's the other thing, though, too, with this, and Squatch It also brings up a good point. He is currently not showing any receipts. And as far as we've seen, there's been no receipts shown with any of this. Now, with her, there was receipts shown, like, when she showed the house, like, the houses that they looked at and stuff like that. Were there other receipts, too, that I'm just not thinking of that she showed? Maybe?
I'm interested in seeing what the ex-wife had to say.
Ooh.
Me too.
Yeah, but also, well, we'll get to that. But also, like, she's had weeks to, like, prepare, and, like, she did this on her own time. He's just getting interviewed. He doesn't know what they're going to ask or anything. Like, if everything he's saying is truthful, he hasn't seen the entire thing. He doesn't, like, have time to prepare with receipts, if he has any.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, I mean, it also, again, circumstances can be what they are. I mean, different scenarios we can come up with too, just based upon like what we see and what we can, guess. But yeah, no, I get it.
First 2 weeks, like I said, was fine. And then it's as if something snapped. Totally acceptable before. Suddenly, little comments were made. Why are you wearing that to work? You get off at 3:30, so you'll be home by 5, right? things that had never happened before. He had never questioned what time I'm being home. When I'm off work, I leave. So, you know, he would call me every day from work, and I'm going to demonstrate how those phone calls went, but he would call me every day from work. And if he even so much as heard a male voice in the background, he would have little comments to me. Who's that? Are they in your office? You know, man, you know, I never know who's around you. It seems like every time I call you, there's some man around.
Someone's wife approached me. One of her coworkers' wives approached me. I had just went to her job to take her to lunch. We went to lunch, went back, dropped her off, went on about my day. I was in the parking lot of her job. A woman approached me, she said she needed to talk to me. And at first I was like, who are you? What you want? She kind of told me a little bit, and she said, you really want to talk to me? I did follow her out of there because they worked at like it's a complex for Georgia State Patrol. Follow her out of the complex, follow her to a Burger King. We sat in the Burger King. She broke out her phone. She showed me like the teddy bear camera thing, and it's Teresa and her husband they having sex. It's like, and this ain't the first time she's been there. This woman's chronicle through all of this. Now, when I found out about it, I didn't say nothing to her. I went on every day for about 2 weeks. I wrestled with how to say something to her. So the woman kept reaching out to me. Have you said something? Have you said something? So she said, I'm not gonna wait. So she blasted her husband. I don't know. I think they got into a fight. I don't know the whole story. All I know is she put him out, and she called me and said, I'm on my way over to Teresa's house, excuse me. And I know they there right now. You best get your ASS there because I'm about to go kick in the door. I go over there.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, someone that Tisa works with apparently caught them in bed together, and then she went and told him.
Okay.
Allegedly.
What does that have to do with any? Oh.
This is where you remember when he accused her of cheating.
Yeah.
They literally play the clip to show context.
Oh, okay.
She had not got there yet. I go in the door. I go upstairs. She in there with him.
Okay.
They doing they thing. I just shut the door. I come downstairs. Now I'm mad at this point, and before I can react, the lady comes, knocks on the door. I open the door. She ready to push past me. We get to tussling because I'm trying to tell her you can't go upstairs. She ready to go upstairs and do something to both of them. I end up calming her down. He come flying downstairs. He come flying out the house. He jump in his car, and she don't say nothing to me. She's like, I'm about to get his ass, and she just jump in her car and she gives chase. I don't know what happened with them two. Whatever happened with that, I know later on they reconcile and they together and they live in Charlotte. I know that was the end of that relationship.
So one of the neighbors should have this on their Ring camera footage.
Yeah.
If this allegedly happened.
Yeah, but there wasn't any that she said that there was. Because she said, okay, I'm sorry, I must have blanked out there for a second. No, now I know what he's talking about. Okay, so if I remember correctly, she had said that she asked the neighbor for that footage, and she watched it, and there was nothing shown. There was nothing there. So, like,
that's her word.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. That's her word. Yeah, that's her word against his. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, guys. Do you buy it? Do you buy what he's saying right now? Or
Not
think
really,
that there's
no.
some truth to it? Well,
Nope.
I think social media is trying to destroy another innocent black man.
Said, you don't know what you seen, and I'm like, well, you came down in the bathrobe when you told me you're supposed to be at work. You're clearly not at work. And I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna just leave. I don't want to do nothing to you, and I don't want to. I'm a black man. It's Atlanta. I don't want to. I was angry. Yeah, I was angry. I mean, I was real angry. I mean, I flipped over.
Zero brings up a good point. I still think both of them are making up some shit and hiding others. Yeah, I mean that very well could be it too. Yeah. Because again, like I said, if we're looking at this or trying to piece together what we can of her story and his story and try to be objective about it, there are probably some truths that he is, saying, but he maybe could be embellishing on. Same thing with her. There could be some truths that she is saying, but she's embellishing on, but I don't know. I think that we even brought that up when we were watching everything else, when we were watching the original series too, but I don't know. It's very, very questionable, very much up in the air.
The couch, I mean, because she kept following around the house, and I said, let me get the hell out of here. I got in my car. I left. Took the long way home, 285. I got home, and I blocked her from my phone.
God damn it, Wookie. You know what? Okay, either one or two things. One, you've been hanging out with Pidgey for too much. too
long.
Too long, or Pidgey is starting to rub off on you. My boy Legion was tricked by that special Shrek edition, Mr. Potato Head. No!
Oh, good lord.
No.
That bastard.
That's a Pidgey statement if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Oh, too funny.
Everything, I just had nothing to say. And I went silent on her for 2 whole weeks. When I contacted her again, we met in Cobb County. We sat down, we talked. She apologized, and I told her, I don't know if I can get with it. At this point, I went down, followed her back to the house. I took a lot of stuff of mine out of the house. The only thing I left in there was a TV and some clothes. We started going to counseling. The first counselor, she didn't like it. She didn't like the lady because the lady told her after about 3 sessions, the lady was like,
okay, so he does kind of back that one up, that they did go to counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So that one could be truthful. Okay. All right.
well, the calls y'all hear is because you cheated. She tried to say it was because I didn't tell her about money. The lady was like, well, both of y'all wrong. You wrong for cheating, you wrong for not telling her about money. She didn't like that. We got a second counselor. She didn't like this lady. The gentleman, it kind of went the same way. She didn't like him. So then we got a third counselor, which is a pastor and his wife that he used to be a coworker of hers. So we started doing like Zooms like this because even though COVID was dying down, they thought it'd be better if we meet like this. So I would come over and we would sit down in front of the computer and we would Zoom in and we would talk. After a couple of, I'd say about 3 months of this. It might have been a little longer, but I think it's about 3 months of this. In the counseling, it just seems like she wasn't budging.
What was she not budging on though? What was her issue?
He is in the bed, sleep. I get his phone. I ain't gonna lie. I got his phone. He had a work phone and he had a personal phone. It was the work phone that he had from the condominium.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. And I don't know if I asked this when we were watching this initially, this part, or I don't remember if we asked this or not. Do either of you, and this is a question for all of you, and then I'll answer myself afterwards. Do either of you find it unethical or unmoral to go through your spouse's phone?
Unethical and unmoral.
Well, it can be considered to be unmoral or deceitful.
Would you do it or do you not do it?
Yeah.
Would you? That's also a different question. No, I don't do it.
Would you do it? Okay.
I don't think it's necessarily unethical. I think it depends on the boundaries of your relationship with each other, because I feel like there's people who like need that for whatever reason. Do I do it? No. I feel like if I have to go through your phone, like we have a problem. So like,
yeah. Okay. All right. Squatchin, what do you agree? Do you think the same thing?
Yeah. I don't do it myself, and I wouldn't mind if he asked.
Okay. Toxic, what say you? What do you think?
I agree. I feel like if you're at the point where you need to look through someone's phone, then you probably are already at the point where you probably shouldn't be together.
Good point.
I don't think it's unmoral or whatever.
Well, because I've heard that argument before, that with, whether you're married or whether you're together with your spouse, it could be considered to be unmoral or unethical, whatever, which is, I guess, it is what it is. But Nerdy, what say you?
I was never in a stage in a relationship where I had to worry about that or vice versa.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I have gone through Mr. Huck's phone only to look for text messages that he never read.
And be like, see, I did send you.
And that's because he asked me to. But other than that, I very rarely ever go through his phone. Now, he likes to play around and think that he wants to be Snoopy and go through my phone, but he's not being serious. He's just trying to be goofy and he's just trying to be funny. But
what if it's the guys of being goofy, but he's searching?
I What is he gonna find? He's not gonna find.
Who knows?
anything.
Maybe you have a hidden Swiss bank account that nobody knows about. You have millions of dollars there.
No, not me. Nope. But it's I don't know. It's just, to me, I agree. I think that if you get to the point to where, if you feel like you're at a point to where you have to go through your spouse's phone, then that's a problem. I agree. I don't, unless they're willing to be open about it or whatever, that if you guys have a, open communication about it and that other spouse knows about it or whatever, then that's totally fine. But, and that's between you two. But personally, if you're going behind your spouse's back to go through their phone, something's up. I agree. Yeah, that's not cool.
Company that apparently was never turned in. But he did not wipe the phone, if y'all know what I mean.
So
And
I don't
honestly,
agree with what she did.
This would have been text messages. Text messages between him and a woman named Peaches. I'm reading the thread because he's knocked out asleep. So I'm in the bathroom with the door locked, reading the thread. Apparently Peaches, there's no nice way to say it. Apparently Peaches was a prostitute. In the text messages, she's listing the prices. He asked for a hand job. She told him it would be like $40. He asked how much would it be for oral, because it was $60 and $80. One was the price with the condom, one was the price without one.
That story that she told about finding something in my phone, no. Me and my coworker that I work with every day, Richard, I grabbed his phone, he grabbed mine, because we didn't keep cases on the phone. We had the same exact, everybody had the same exact iPhone. I picked his up off the desk, went home. He had some mistress call his phone, and that's when I realized it wasn't my phone. So I hit him on his line. I said, somebody calling your phone. And he's like, yeah, we switch phones. I need to come get my phone. And I was like, well, you can come get it. I'll give it to you at work tomorrow. So I met him at work the next day. He was like, yo, like, I'm sorry, it's my side chick, whatever. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to know nothing about that. Take your phone. And I just quoted company policy. You know that we're not supposed to use these for personal use. So because those company phones, you got a different iCloud, but the HR has that iCloud, so they can see your messages. So at that point, I get home. She tell me I went through the phone or whatever, because we weren't allowed to lock those phones either. So she went through the phone. I guess he was sending messages to the mistress or whoever, and then she assumed it was me. And I'm like, no, that's him and whatever. And he actually came over and told her, hey, look, I apologize. That's the chick I'm dealing with on the side. Like, he explained it. So
that's the story about Peaches, right?
Yeah, that's some chick he was messing with. That's some chick he was messing with.
So you already talked about that and reconciled that.
Yeah, the only reason I had contact with her is because afterwards, one day I was getting off work and she was in the parking lot looking for him. And I just told her, like, you gotta get out of here for security show. We had a secure parking lot, and I'm like, you gotta get out of here before they get here. And that's the only contact I ever had with her. I found out later that she didn't take the promotion because her and the guy, that would have cut into the time they were spending time together. Because she used to tell her mom that I was never home. I leave the house 6 o'clock in the morning. I'll be home 2:45. So she worked till like 3:30. I wouldn't see her till 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. She'd be like, I'm at work. It was all signs, but I ignored them because she was my wife, and I'm just saying she's trying to work hard. But your hours didn't match, because she would get paid, and they would give her a stub. They do a direct deposit, but she would get a stub. Now I had access to her account. She had access to the 2 that I let her know about. So I would see the stub, and the hours would add up. And then you saying you're making more money because you're working hours, but your hours were the same. Her schedule never changed. She didn't do any overtime. She didn't have to work over on special projects. None of that.
Pretty much everything we talked about so far is a lie, according to what you're saying.
Unfortunately, yes. Why in my opinion, this was done simply because I left. I said enough is enough.
But why so long? But why so long though? Because you left a long time ago. It wasn't like it was yesterday.
You'd have to ask her. When I left the situation, it ain't no secret. I said to people before. I called friends of mine, friends back in California. I talked to both my brothers, or they're not my brothers, but we're just gonna say Miguel and Elgin. But I talked to them because they were my confidants. Another friend of mine, we talked. Another buddy of mine, Omar, we talked, and it was just the consensus was that I couldn't do it anymore. I called her cheating. It was too much. I talked to the guy's wife. She had caught them. She showed me video of them two in the house together. Everything. Her, if she was ever wrong, anything. She kept talking about a work phone and all this stuff. And I'm like, I gotta have 2 phones for work, because I'm not gonna. It's just my job. The nature of my job. I had to have 2 phones. Simple as that. She had a password to both of them.
It is very hard to comprehend that everything is a lie. Like, there has to be something that's true. Still July of 2021. I finished going through the book bag. There were some other folders with papers in there. He had left the work phone. What I actually found out was that it was not a work phone. It was simply a secondary personal phone. He told me it was a work phone. I thought that the company was paying for the work phone, but I found receipts where it was a prepaid phone, and he's paying to add minutes to it. So it's just receipts of, you added minutes to the phone on this date, you added minutes on that date. Work phone, whole thing, that was a bold-faced lie. Obviously it was a lie, because as we now know, he was a forklift loader.
Were you ever like a forklift driver? That's what somebody was mentioning.
The charity work that I used to do, I got a forklift license, because the charity work used to do, they load the trucks and they send them to disaster areas. They feed the homeless. So I learned to drive a forklift doing that kind of work, and I got a license to do it. I even got a license to train other people to do it, but that was charity work. That's me.
I call exit out on that one. I did. Yeah, exactly. He sat in a forklift class for 8 hours for charity. I agree. No, no, no.
Hey, he just sounds like a really generous guy.
Hmm.
No. No. I exit out on that one. No, I hard pass on that one.
Doing charity work, me feeding homeless, me helping people out. And I just wanted to do something. My mom was that kind of person, and for me, it just made me feel good. It wasn't about recognition; it just something made me feel good.
You talking about the picture? You talking about a picture?
Yeah, it was a warehouse because they.
Okay. So this is a picture. Okay, this is one receipt. There you go. Or receipt, and I use that term loosely. Looks like he's in some type of warehouse. Okay. All right.
That's AI.
Oh, true.
You think?
True.
Is it? You think? How?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that looks real to me, but okay.
Yeah, real fake.
I mean, you're probably not wrong. I mean, it could be. It very well could be too.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean,
he worked. He allegedly worked in a condiment plant, so chances are he would have to have this get up for being on the line or whatever too. So.
Oh, the other co-host decided to join us, guys. Say hello to Pluto.
Hello, Pluto.
Hi, Pluto.
You're a fake planet, Pluto.
Hi, Pluto. Hi, baby.
How dare you do that to him? That's the real Pluto.
Rude.
That's messed
Poor
up.
Papa.
Yeah. Hi, baby. Hi. You say hi.
Am I wrong?
Say hi. You can say hi. Go lay down. Okay. But yeah, no, yeah, it does look like that he was in some type of warehouse or some type of plant or something. Yeah, because he's got the hairnet. I don't know what, I guess that was during COVID where they had to cover their mouths, but why not just wear a mask?
Well, no, he's got a beard. That's to keep the beard hair out of the product.
There you go.
No, yeah, any place where you work for food,
Yeah.
and you have a beard, beard net always.
See, when I worked at Wendy's...
Hairnet for your face.
And this will probably not shock anybody when I say this. When I worked at Wendy's, we didn't have net or beards for... We didn't have covers for beards.
You have to buy your own.
Yeah. Very rarely did I ever see anybody do that, though. Very rarely did I ever see anybody cover their beard, but yeah. Okay, well, that's one possible picture. That's one possible truth. Let's see.
They pack up food to give to disaster areas. So yeah, you got to wear a hairnet. And that particular picture where I had it on my face, we were just playing around that day.
Because I did see something where somebody was mentioning they work with you.
You're just
as a
playing
forklift
around
driver,
with your
and
fucking
they
health and
said,
safety
hey,
gear?
I don't even have to be here. I'm basically, I have enough money to where I don't need to work, but I'm just doing this to just have
I
something
used
to
to
do.
watch
A lot
the
of people,
show,
Teresa got
shows
roped in
like
this store and
Unwrapped
lied.
and how it's made. And
Oh yeah, I
back
love those
15
shows.
years ago, they would have the beard nets. That wasn't fucking around. That was proper PPE for dealing with food.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I remember Unwrapped. That was a great show. That was an amazing
Such a good show.
Unfortunately, this started. I left her. She didn't contact me, and we went through a whole year. I didn't hear nothing from her. Divorce was final. Everything. She got what she got out of it, which was I left her with 10 grand, and she can do what she can do with her car. That was it. Clean break. We were done. Wasn't nothing. No fight, no argument, nothing. I told her I couldn't do it no more. Went down, got last month. I told her I'll be back for the rest of my stuff. And it was at her crib, and that was it. I was done. It did not work for me. And instead of trying to make it work, I just said enough is enough. And I left. She agreed. We actually shook hands. She hugged me, told me, take care of myself, stay in contact. And I honestly said to her, I'm not going to do that. I told her to take care.
Oh, so he's pulling the Uno Reverso, saying, oh, I don't want you to contact me. It was me who said that to you. It was me who was the one that cut.
You didn't do that. That was me.
It's me, Barry.
Who shakes hands with an ex-partner? True. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
What do
no,
you-
I don't know what kind of disease they're getting
Not
from
every-
the cheating partner. I mean, what?
Not every divorce ends up messy.
True. Well, that's
Some
what I
people
mean.
can separate and be cordial and
Well, that's
stuff
what I
like
mean.
that,
Is that
so.
that very well?
Well,
could
according to
be-
Tommy C, like divorce sex is apparently like the best.
I
I
wouldn't know.
mean, I wouldn't know either, honestly. The closest that I came to was breakup sex with Mr. Huck when we broke up. That's the closest that I can
No.
compare it to. That's the closest that I can compare it to. But that was way a long time ago. So I mean, they. Oh, hold on. Oh no, I mean in the way that usually it's a little kiss on the cheek or a hug, but a handshake is hella formal. Yeah, I mean it can be that I can see, but at the same time, I can see them just shaking. I mean, shaking hands to me, yes, that can be considered formal to some people, but to me, I don't think that it's that unusual. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You know. Power play handshake, yeah, that could be it too.
Care of herself, and I told her my best advice for her is, please financially get yourself together. That's the very last conversation we had. So get yourself together financially, because I didn't mind taking care of you, but at some point the deal was you were going to step it up, and you didn't do that. The cheating part, that was too much to deal with. If I would have still been married to her and I'm still paying bills today, I still would have been working with her to take care of that if it needed to be, because when you got a wife, that's what you're supposed to do. But the cheating, then you go into the marriage council, you're not admitting anything, you're still trying to place the blame, you keep talking about this, talking about that, you're ignoring the real truth. Did I hide money from her? Yes, I did.
So what was the point of the marriage counseling then if you knew, hey, I'm done with you?
I was trying to save the marriage, honestly. I was. I get, like, honestly, I guess I can say, hey, I wanted to forgive her because I wanted it to work. But after, you don't want to admit to anything, you're not wrong, you don't believe that you're ever wrong, it's not going to work. And once that happened, I left. That was it. My birthday was coming up. I just left. I took a trip. I came up north, saw some family, came back down, found a job, and was on my way back up. The paperwork was in. Then she went and filed on her own and got the divorce, which is fine with me.
So she filed.
Yeah, I filed, but I didn't finish because I was in a car accident.
Okay.
When I was moving back up, when I was my last.
Oh. Do you guys
Now he was
remember
in a
that?
car accident. Interesting.
Yeah. Did you guys remember that ever getting brought up? Was that ever said?
No. Is that how he hurt his knee?
Oh, you know what? It might have been.
There wasn't a knee injury. Remember, he said that never happened. He said he doesn't know.
Maybe he forgot.
How can you forget? It never happened. What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is all truth.
It's
What do you
Alzheimer's.
implying?
All comes
Yeah.
back to the completionist, Gigi. Everything comes back to Gerard.
Oh my
True.
God, Joe Biden was patient zero.
True.
Last trip coming back up here, I was in a car accident. So I was in the hospital. I went to someone's wedding. Went to a buddy of mine's wedding. I was an accident. I was injured pretty badly, and I had to get I had to get 4 surgeries and learn to walk again and do all that.
He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying.
I agree.
Yeah.
What you talking about with your knee?
He said
Yeah.
earlier there was nothing that ever happened that made him think he would be injured that would mess with his knee.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it was the elbow.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he
Yep.
did. Yep, he sure did.
Got him.
Yep. Gotti.
She knew about me being in the
I
hospital. I was
don't
in an
remember
accident because at the time on my medical paperwork, she was still listed as my wife. So they kept her in the loop until I told the doctor and the social worker that we were no longer married. Then they stopped contacting her.
Family. He had his sister Shantae, who lived in Douglasville. Like I said, she was married with 2 kids. Apparently she was a nurse. So when I had my miscarriage, that was the sister that he was like, my sister will take you to the hospital. Like, that's what family does. I've been around him when he was on the phone with Shantae. Never heard her part of the conversation. He would be talking to his sister. That's what he said. That's what it sounded like too. We lived maybe 35, 40 minutes away from Douglasville. So there were plenty of times that he had invited me to go with him to his sister's house. The first time he invited me, I was like, nah, I ain't going because again, COVID. And she's a nurse. Hell no. The second time he was like, yeah, she invited us, but I don't think we should go because COVID. The third time I agreed to go. I was like, absolutely, I'll go meet your sister. Like, that'd be great. On our way to her house, to Douglasville, to go see the sister. Apparently he got a phone call. The phone was always like on vibrate. He told me that something came up, and so she had to cancel the barbecue to get together, whatever. And so I was just like, oh man, okay, well hopefully we can go another time.
Shantae, is that a real person?
She kind of like, she's not my sister, but I call her my sister. She's a good friend of mine.
What about the two different socials? Did you have a different social that you put on the marriage license versus when you showed it the first time?
They wouldn't give you a marriage license. You put a different social security number on there. They would find out about it and they would issue a warrant for your arrest the minute you do that. There was never no two different social security numbers, same old social security number. Never put two on there, none of that.
So the social that was on the marriage license, for example.
I don't know, guys. You buy that? I mean,
I
yeah.
don't buy anything that I caught him in that lie with his own words. I don't know what I buy anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and also I'm not very obviously I'm not very well versed in this either, but will they arrest you if you put a wrong social security number on a marriage license?
Probably.
I would think that you get into some trouble, yeah, but
I would think if you're going to get married, there's certain things, right? Like if you're going to get married and you've already gone through all this stuff, like you should probably know your social security number by heart or have it on you or something to know, not write it down incorrectly. So,
yeah. I don't know. I would think that you would get into some type of major trouble for that, yes. But at the same time, you know, again, I'm not a criminal, so I don't know these things. But I'm thinking, like, what would happen if you did that, though? Would it just or if you got caught with that? Like, what would actually happen? Again, I'm not very knowledgeable in this kind of thing, so excuse my ignorance with this, but I'm wondering, like, is it that serious? Would it be that serious to do that? Or would it be that serious if you got caught doing that? And yeah, I don't know. Like, do you guys have any idea what would happen?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I again, we're all not, criminals. We're not, we don't do bad things.
Yeah, we're not
like
well
this.
versed in this
I'm not
area
either. I'm not either, which is why
operations.
I'm not either, which is why I'm thinking, like, what is the worst possible scenario that could potentially happen if you were to put, like, a fake, quote-unquote, social security number on a marriage license? I don't know. I truthfully don't know.
Was probably 1, 2, 3. What was on the?
We'll have to Google that. Actually, that's a good point. Can one of you Google that? Because I'm mildly curious now.
Background was 4, 5, 6. So when I saw his,
you'd have to correct it.
Background, I immediately knew that was a different social than what I saw on the marriage license. And when I compared, because I had found a copy of the marriage license that we turned in because I had filled it out on the computer. So sure enough, the first 3 numbers were different.
She mentioned that you had 2 different licenses, and one license was to a cemetery. The address was to the cemetery.
Nope. Same license. I still got that license now. Same license Douglas. I haven't even changed my license up here. Yeah, I actually processed doing that now. Still same license. Never had a different license. Only license I had other than that was the California license and that address. That's it.
Was the cemetery story real, that you drove her to the cemetery and explained anything about that?
Never showed her where my parents were buried because my parents both were cremated. The ashes are at my brother's house.
I
They don't have a grave.
this, right?
Only my
What, Toxic? What'd you say?
Can you marry your family in Virginia? What on earth?
Yes.
Surprise!
Yes.
Why?
You can.
Why?
Yes.
Where do the Thorpes live again?
Oh! I want to say Virginia, but I don't know that for sure, actually. I don't know that for sure. I really want to say Virginia, but they're in Rhode Island. Thank you, Twilight Midnight. I was either thinking Virginia or New York. I couldn't remember which one exactly. Okay, thank you. But they have the same laws? Oh, that's true, they do. That's true, they do.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, we are
grandfather and
in
grandmother.
2024. Isn't that illegal? Like, I thought that was like federally a crime.
Nope.
What?
Not in a few states.
Nope. Mm-hmm.
Ding 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 ding.
Yep.
And some things are just very outdated.
I agree.
So 2 weeks later, We go out to eat at this restaurant in Atlanta. As we are leaving, he says to me, did I ever show you where my grandmother's buried? This is the grandmother that passed away from COVID in 2020. And so he was like, let me show you. So he drives us to the cemetery, which is not far from the restaurant. And he was like, you see the headstone? The headstone had like the family name on it. There were no dates on it. So it reminded me of just a headstone where it was probably multiple family members. And so he was like, my grandfather and my grandmother are buried there. I do recall him telling me when the grandmother died in 2020 that she wanted to be buried next to his grandfather. I've also verified that your grandmother actually died in 2008 and not in 2020 from COVID. I have no idea who that man is in my guest bedroom.
So just to go back on that, when you said they're at your brother's house, so the brother that you were talking to, these are just like friends. These are friends that you call brothers, but your actual brother you don't really speak to.
We speak here and there, but not really. When our parents died, we all kind of went our separate ways because my parents really preached for us to be a family. But my parents, when they went their separate ways, my brothers, I guess we fell apart. I guess the best way I can put it to you. Not because any of us did anything to anybody. My brother Chris is a really good dude. He been through a lot. Dude has been to war, so I can imagine what that must be like. Well, I can't imagine what that's been like for him. And he went through some stuff. He went through a messed up divorce. He's a dedicated father to his daughter, and for a guy who you see your daughter every day and then not being able to see your daughter every day, I don't know. I can't imagine what that would be like for him. And for him, he made moves that he wanted to make, and he's my big brother. And I respect him and love him, so I had to respect him for it. He took his space from me and my brother, and I had to respect it.
He's telling the family that I kicked him out.
A lot of him and Han for me right now, because I just don't know what, again, I just don't know what to think. I really don't. A lot of this, again, like I said, could be truthful to a certain degree, but again, and I'm going to keep saying this, what she had to say and what she... Listen. Unless you are mentally ill, like very, very... And even then, that's even a jump too. But why would you make a 50-part miniseries on something like that if it wasn't real? If some of it wasn't real. You know what I mean? If some of it wasn't truthful. Right? Like, that... Do you guys get what I'm saying? Am I talking crazy right now? Or do you guys understand what I'm saying? Or trying to get at?
I get it, but the whole thing is so crazy that, like, I mean, what if she's just more crazy than him, in theory? She could be.
Yeah, she could be. She very well could be. But it's like I said last night, though, too. Some of what she said is too stupid to make up. And that's just my mindset with it, you know? Is like, I don't know. I'm pondering at the moment as to, like, what I'm trying to think and all that with this.
He's telling the family that I kicked him out after he walked in on me having an affair, that I stole his money, and I then kicked him out, and the man I was having an affair with, he said, was a law enforcement officer who used his duty weapon to threaten him to get out the house. This is what he told his family. And the cousin was reaching out to me. She found me through a search on Facebook and was reaching out to me because she's like, we know he lies. So I'm just trying to figure out is this true? Because he's up here asking us for money, asking to stay on our couches. Like, what's going on? Then she explained to me, we didn't even know he got married. So this is the first time we're hearing about you. What do you mean you didn't know he got married?
How can you, you walked in, you see her cheating. Like, what could she place the blame on if that was the reason for y'all to be going about this?
Afterwards, like I said that I wanted to work it out because I did. But a lot of men don't tell this story, and that's fine. I don't really want to tell it, but it's just at this point you might as well. A lot of women say, "Oh, men cheat. I've been cheated on by a man," and they demonize us for it. But when a woman cheats, she get a pass.
That's not always true. That is not always true. No. That's not always true. No. Listen. I have always had the mindset of if a woman cheats on their spouse, but here's the other thing though too, and I could be a bit just hear me out. Usually, when women cheat on their spouse, they feel that they have a reason to do so. Am I wrong on that? Do you guys agree? Squatching and Gigi, what do you guys think? They usually have. If a woman cheats on their spouse or their significant other, they usually have a reason for it. It may not be like a logical reason. It may not be anything that could be deemed acceptable, but yeah.
Doesn't everybody? Like, I feel like I was horny is a reason, technically. I mean,
well, that's what I mean. Exactly. Yes, that's what I mean, right? Is that they feel that they have an excuse. They feel like they have a reason to do so. Men can be the same way, but I've noticed that with women is that they feel justified in doing so because they feel like their spouse is doing this or they feel like their spouse is doing that. It's a slippery slope. It's slippery no matter what. But I personally think, in my personal opinion, that if a woman cheats, they should get, as much criticism as the man should. And that's just me, I don't agree with cheating regardless. I think I don't like it at all. But women do not get a pass when it comes to cheating. No. Or I know that it's no, or it can be known that they can, but I don't agree with that. If they do, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all.
My ex-girlfriend did the same thing. And I left. And I gave her a chance. And she cheated 3 times, 3 different guys. So I said...
What I'm saying is...
Oh, okay. So all these women cheated on you. What does that tell you, sir? If you're claiming that not only did your ex-girlfriend cheat on you 3 times like what you just said, and your wife cheated on you as what you claim, what does that say about you? Yes, should they be held... Should the women be held accountable? Absolutely. Yeah. If that
consequences.
Yeah, if that really did happen, right? If your ex-girlfriend and Teresa cheated on you, right? Then they should be that was wrong of them to do regardless of the situation, right? Or at least they shouldn't have done it, okay? It's very much frowned upon for them to do that, right? But what does that also say about you in the interim, though, right? You have these 2 women that you claim cheated on you multiple different times. Skill issue is an understatement. Is what I'm thinking right now. I'm just putting that out there. Controversial take, hot take, whatever, but yeah, that's my first thought. Just yeah.
Saying is basically, if you're saying, hey, look, I have the fact that I'm paying for everything. You're not moving up successfully in your career to where you can helping you out, and then I caught you cheating.
That D obviously wasn't fire.
Bruh.
W. Reese. I mean, true. Oh, Lord. I mean, you're not wrong.
What could be any reasoning that she has to say, well, I don't want to be with you?
She wanted to work it out. She said, that's what she said. My problem was when the counseling got started, she denied that she did anything wrong. She told the first counselor, that second one, she told the pastor, same difference. She didn't do anything wrong. So I'm telling them, hey, I hid money from her. I'm wrong for this, because I'm trying to make it work. But you sit over here, you don't want to talk about the cheating with them. You don't want to bring that up. You don't want to talk about that. So you want to basically delete that you cheated and just say we here because he hid money from me. And that was that.
So what do you think the reason for the money, like, why do you think that's such a big deal then? If you were paying for everything,
whoa, back it up here.
What?
Back it up. Did he just try to say that the reason why she cheated on him was because he hid the money from her?
If he hid the money from her, how would she know to cheat on him?
Thank you.
Because she didn't find out about the money till after, right?
Apparently. Wait, whoa,
For the alleged money.
Whoa. Hold on. Oh, I need to listen to that again. Hold on.
This is a labyrinth of bullshit, okay? I am so fucking lost.
Hold
She didn't do anything wrong. So I'm telling them, hey, y'all hid money from her. You know, I'm wrong for this. You know, because I'm trying to make it work. But you sit over here, you don't want to talk about the cheating with them. You don't want to bring that up. You don't want to talk about that. So you want to basically delete that you cheated and just say we here because he hid money from me. And that.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood that. Okay, thank you. That's why I need to hear it again. Okay. I legit thought that he was trying to say that the reason why she cheated was because he hid the money. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. I hold back my. Okay. I'm glad we re-listened to that. Okay.
That was that.
So what do you think the reason for the money? Like, why do you think that's such a big deal? Then, you know, if you were paying for everything and you getting there in these situations, why was the hiding money thing? What was that?
Like, greed on her part is all I can say. I don't know, because at the end of the day, when I stopped paying for stuff, like, because the whole council thing, I stopped paying for stuff. You got to take care of your own bills, take care of my house. That was it.
Listen, I think this came up earlier, I think, and I meant to say something. I don't know if I did properly or not, but if you're hiding money from your spouse, that's a problem. Especially if you're married.
That's a problem, actually.
I'm sorry, say that again, Gigi?
Do you actually think that's a problem? Because I feel like
it can be.
I think it can be, but again, I feel like there's a lot of paranoid people. I feel like there's like a thing now where women feel, specifically, I've heard this more from women than men. I don't know if men do this too. Women tend to have like a nest egg away from their partners just in case.
I've heard of that before too. Yes, I have heard of that before too. That they save up money just in case something happens. Yeah, exactly, Squatch, an evacuation fund.
Because realistically, like, you don't know, and I feel like in domestic, I can't even say that, DV situations, like, that's what keeps a lot of people in a bad situation. So like, yeah, I'm not saying a ton of money, but I'm still, if you have $5,000 stashed away somewhere, I'm not gonna judge you.
Well, yeah, okay. Now, again, you're not wrong, but if you have that saved up, and each situation is different, right? Each scenario is different. Each people are different, but if a woman is setting aside money to get away from her significant other that is very much abusive to her or something to that effect, then yes, absolutely. Then no, I'm not going to blame her for that at all. But again, that's why, again, it's very much a slippery slope when it comes to that kind of discussion, I guess, to a certain degree. But either way, in general, to me, it's a problem, just depending on the circumstances and depending on the situation. Does that make better sense? Because it just depends on, like, if a woman is saving money, a woman could save money, or men could save money for multiple different reasons, right? They could set aside money, like if they're not married to their said spouse, they could save money for a ring, or for their wedding, or for a new house, or for a new car, or whatever, to depending on what they decide to do with it. But that's okay, and that's fine. But I think that if you're hiding it from that said spouse, and if you're being secretive and you're hiding it, I don't know. Again, each situation is different. I can, now that I actually think about it, and now that I'm actually like coming up with these different scenarios, I can see where that can happen. But yeah, I agree. But I think that being a bit secretive, unless that, I don't even want to say that either, because that's, again, it's a slippery slope. Either way, it's a slippery slope regardless.
No purses, no shoes, no shopping trips, no going out to dinner, no concerts, none of that.
Legion would talk about the niece, meaning Chris's daughter, and would send her stuff for her birthday. And he was like, he said, I'm almost positive my brother never sent anything.
Oh, we're finally getting the answer.
And I explained
Oh,
to
here
him,
we
I
go.
said,
Shoes.
isn't your daughter's name
Oh, the shoe controversy. We're going into the shoe controversy. Here we go.
Egypt? He said, no. Who the hell is Egypt? And I said, I was told that was your daughter's name. That's the reason why I'm saying the name on here, because obviously we're about to confirm that's not the daughter. So I said, I was told that's your daughter's name. I said, I went with him to Rec Room Shoes and bought shoes for what I was told was your daughter.
Okay, so she had mentioned that you guys have, went to the post office and mailed off some kid shoes to a girl named Egypt.
Friend of mine's daughter. We are.
It was for Chugga. It was not for Chuck.
Yes, it was, okay? My head cannon.
Squatchin is adamant that money was, that the shoes were sent to Chuck
Not the
and
money,
Conroy.
the shoes.
The shoes, excuse me. The shoes were sent to Chuck and Conroy. I love how your brain operates. I'm just saying.
Well, it was either for Chug or it was for Spec, and I don't think Spec was big enough at the time, so...
True.
We know how Spectre likes his feet.
True. And okay, hold on. I feel like I need to clarify something. When I said earlier that hiding money from your spouse is a bad thing, it can be considered to be a bad thing. I'll just say that. Again, my mind automatically, when it comes to that, it goes to bad scenarios and bad places like that, because I've never done that before. I've never hidden money from Mr. Huck. I've always been open and upfront with different things. Have I kept like presents and stuff like that secretive? Yes, absolutely. Gifts are one thing.
Yeah.
Gifts are one thing, right? Like to keep a birthday present secret or a Christmas present or whatever. To keep that secret is one thing. But I'm talking like hiding like thousands and thousands of dollars and not being... If you're being secretive about it, then there's obviously something going on. That's what I was trying to get at, and I didn't word it properly. I'm sorry if I didn't. So that's what I meant. That's what I was trying to say. But again, my words were not great. I'm sorry. I'm not great with my words. In the words of Jessica Pizzle, I'm very bad at explaining things. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it came off wrong. I'm sorry if it came off wrong or if it came off like I was, so my bad.
Close, she's a friend of mine. V is a real good friend of mine. Her daughter is like my daughter. Egypt is a very good kid, and at the time, her mom was doing the best she could do, and she wanted to buy Egypt something. And for her birthday, I bought her a pair of Air Max because I just felt like she deserved it, and I was just doing something nice. And they were in St. Louis at the time, so the only way she could get them, is if I mailed them to her. So I trusted Teresa. Just, can you mail these off for me? She said, hey, I'll go by the FedEx place for you. Just give me address information. I shot her address information, and she mailed them off.
She said that there was no trace that she had, if I'm not mistaken, of Egypt.
The young lady exists just fine. She graduated from high school this year. I'm not gonna advertise her mom online or talk about. I mean, she graduated from high.
Okay, so she is a real person.
But why lie about who she belongs to? Why say it's your brother's when it's not your brother's? Say, hey, real. My friend's kid. And...
They are real. Yeah. Okay. All right, then.
High school this year from Duluth High School. She good kid. Very smart young lady. And me and her mom are really good friends. We've been friends for a long time.
About 72 hours later, I had another doctor's appointment where the purpose of this appointment was to do an ultrasound to see if everything had passed. Everything did not pass. So because of that, my doctor was like, we're going to have to do a DNC. My DNC was scheduled for the first week of July. 2 days before my procedure, he comes home and tells me that he is up for a promotion, to be promoted to VP. So he did not take me to the hospital for my DNC. My friend did. She could not stay because of COVID protocol. So when they wheeled me into pre-op after I got checked in, I texted him and was just letting him know, hey, here's the update. I'm about to, I'm in pre-op. And the response I got was from his new executive assistant named David. And he did tell me, I'm going to make sure that I inform David, if you get a text from this number, meaning from me, pull me out of the meeting, because my fiance's having a procedure done and I'm picking her up, so it's important that you come get me if it's something serious.
Reminded me of a time where she said while she was getting her surgery, you were getting promoted from your original job. Was that correct?
I was leaving that job.
So you weren't getting promoted, and David, the executive assistant, texted her?
No, I was leaving that job. They knew I was leaving.
Okay. Because she said, she was like, yeah, that was the day you said you were getting promoted. David had texted her, hey, hope everything went good. So there's no David.
No, I was leaving that job. I put in my notice. I was gone. I was leaving that company for another company. I was already leaving. They offered me more money to stay. I said no. I was done with Teresa. I was done with the job. I was done with Atlanta.
He did good. He did good to make Valentine. He went all out.
Oh. Oh. That's an interesting development.
This is insane.
Thank you. My thoughts exactly.
He went all out for my birthday. The weekend after my birthday. And what I mean by that is, if my birthday was on a Tuesday, we're talking about Saturday. The weekend after my birthday, he gave me money to go to the nail salon, go get a manicure and pedicure. So I leave the house. I take his car. His car was in the driveway. We had a key to each other's car because, again, we're married at this point. I'm in the chair.
Twyla, apparently so. He was done with her after she had the miscarriage, or even before then. Sounds like it, yeah.
Why stay? If he's done, why not fuck off out of her house?
Yeah. Apparently.
Getting a pedicure, and I get a text message from my husband saying, someone was just at the house looking for you. And I'm like, who was looking for me? Well, who was it?
She did admit to me that when she was pregnant, that was the other gentleman's kid, not mine. Because we had not, while the pandemic was.
Whoa. Whoa.
Now he calling her a hoe. Damn.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, there's some accusations around here. Oh,
That's a
my
heavy
God.
accusation.
Damn.
That's that's a big accusation.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay.
Was going on, he was the guy coming over. He was the guy showing up. Because the pandemic, like for 5.5, almost 6 months, I didn't physically see her. So when the doctor said, hey, you 5.5 weeks pregnant, I didn't say it in the doctor's office, but I gripped her hand because, again, we had not been together. I had not physically spent any time together. And we talked about it.
Okay, hold on. I just thought of something else too. And this is something that may or may not be crazy, and if it is, please tell me. Okay? Do you guys remember her saying how religious she is?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And how she practices Christianity and how she believes in God and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, exactly, Immaculate Conception, yeah. That's, why would she lie about that? Why would she lie about that particular scenario? If she's as, again, and religion plays a part in it, because obviously to some religions like Christianity, Catholicism, and all that, they obviously don't like, they frown upon all of that because obviously, or lying about, being pregnant and that kind of thing, and abortions and things of that nature, right? They obviously frown upon that, which, again, that's a whole nother topic that we're not going to get into. Obviously, no, not happening. But why would she lie about that?
So she doesn't come off as a hoe?
Maybe. I don't know. To be fair, I do know a lot of Christians and religious people who do lie and sin. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, so do I. But that's the thing, is that she was adamant on her being as religious as she was, though, right? That she prayed and that she was a good Christian woman and that she tried to be on the straight and narrow and all that. Remember, guys? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
If that is the case, which it may very well be, why would you lie about that, though? Or why would you... I don't know. There's so many different things that are going through my head right now. I have so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many questions. So many different questions. Hi, Edric. How are you? I have so many different questions with this that I'm just coming up with all sorts of different things in my brain right now. Please excuse me.
In the car. And she tried to to throw it in my face that that's not what happened. You don't remember all this other stuff. And at that point, I got suspicious, and then it led up to where we are with the whole break.
But okay, so when you were suspicious, that didn't lead you to try to leave. You just stayed with her just because.
Well, like I said, she tells the story that I lived there. No, I had my own place.
Well, here's my other question: how does he know that for sure? That it was the other guy. That it was the other guy, and I'm using that word in quotations. How does he
Apparently,
know that for
she
sure?
told him. Maybe.
Do you have like what kind of proof does he? Yeah, again, he doesn't have any receipts that we. Well, I don't know what he could show honestly with that, but yeah, that's the question. How do you know that for sure?
I would go there on the weekends, or she come up to mine on the weekend. So it wasn't that. It just that. Other than what the doctor said, I wanted to find out more, because you getting divorced with somebody. What's the grounds? You can have irreconcilable differences, if I'm not mistaken. But at the time, the best way I can put it, I was still, I guess, a fool, because I still wanted it to work.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, with the car backing in the driveway and you stepping out on the porch and stuff like that. Do you remember her?
Oh, that was him. That was him. Yeah.
So that was him. He backed into the driveway.
He didn't think I was there. He didn't think I was there. And he backed into the driveway. She was upstairs. I went downstairs. I opened the door, and he quickly got back in the car, and he sat there for a minute. I thought about going to tap on the window.
Wait, was she upstairs or was she at the salon?
I
getting her nails did.
That's a good question there too. That's a very good question there too.
This is supposed to be the same instance of Buddy shows up and she asks her neighbor for the Ring camera footage, and there is no black Charger.
Yeah, it's oh my god, oh my god, I have so many different questions and so many different things going through my head right now. Oh my god, it's unreal. But yeah, that's
I decided to go and tap on the window, and he just drove off.
That was the same, because she said that was her. She had mentioned she had an ex-boyfriend. That wasn't the ex-boyfriend. You saying that was a lady's husband?
Yeah, that was him. That wasn't the ex-boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend reached out to me like while we were together, because I guess he was living, or he would come there. He was living in Milwaukee, and he came one day. She was at work. I happened to be at the house, and he was like, "Look, I'm here." And I let him in, and we had a conversation like two gentlemen. And he was like, "Man, I'm here because she told me she had my Xbox and some stuff from me." And I was like, "Bro, I don't know." And me and him went upstairs. We looked around.
Wait, say that again. It's quite toxic. I'm sorry. Say
You
that
better
again.
get that Xbox.
Listen, if it was Mr. Huck and his ex had his Xbox, oh, you best believe he'd be banging down her door to get it. But it's
someone leaves gaming stuff with me, they ain't getting it back. That shit. Mine now.
I mean, true. That's also true too. But
collateral damage.
I don't know, guys. I'm confused, and I'm thinking all sorts of different things right now. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys' thoughts so far? We're about an hour and a half in. What do you guys think?
Talk is cheap. Where's the fucking proof?
Yeah.
Someone show something concrete.
Yeah, the only thing that he's managed to show is that picture. And even then, that's still up in the air, too.
Yeah.
Somewhat, but not really, but still somewhat, yeah. I have so many different thoughts right now. Okay, so, well, my other thought here, too, I just thought of this here, too. I want to ask you guys, how much longer or how much more do we want to watch this? We're about at the hour and a half mark. How much long? Where do you want to stop at? Like the 1 hour 45 minute mark, the 2 hour mark. Where are you guys at?
We'll see where we're at 2 hours, maybe.
You go about for another 30 minutes. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good to me. Okay.
Around, all through the house, and I called her, and she jokingly said, tell that MF I sold that SHIT. I took it to the pawn shop. F him, and he was upset, and he was wanting to call the cops and do all this other stuff. And I'm like, well, that's between you and her. I talked to her about it when she got home. She laughed. She thought it was a joke. She laughed about it. She said they broke up. I don't know. She said he cheated on her. He say he just walked out of a relationship because he got tired of her. At the end of the day, because she was secretary for law enforcement, I just took it upon myself. I called him up because we exchanged numbers, and I replaced the Xbox.
I decided to look up his mother's obituary. Look up the mother's obituary. And down at the bottom where
Why would you replace an Xbox though for somebody that you don't know? I'm sorry, but I would never do.
But he's a giving man. He does things for charity.
That's no. I'm sorry. That's not something that I would do. It's.
it talks about, oh, she's preceded in death by, and it lists all the people, the family members that died before. It lists Legion, the brother in Philly, and his wife and daughter, her granddaughter. It lists Legion and his wife, I think it was like Latoya, with Legion and the same woman's name that was in the obituary. In that divorce record, it looks like he's the one that filed for divorce. This would have been around 2016. This was after the mother's death. Both had a temporary protection order against each other. He had one against her. She had one against him.
Another thing I had seen was Tashawn. I think he had came out and said, you know, same thing happened to his family. You told him you were a big time producer and you played in the NFL for all this time. Promised them the same type of stuff.
Nope. Dated his mom for a couple of years, honestly, and I'm not trying to badmouth her, but the truth is the truth. She was on drugs. He was on drugs. I think he might still be. He has another brother that I still stay in contact with. I stopped dealing with her because my mom couldn't stand her. Stopped talking to her because my mom couldn't stand her. My dad didn't like her. My brothers did not like her. Sister didn't like her. Nobody liked her. Her people don't like her. Her dad's alcoholic. One time, I think it was an incident. Matter of fact, he said something out of the way to her. I had her crying at my house, and I put him out. Asked him to leave. Actually drove him to the bus station, put him on the bus back to where he was going. Toya has a drug issue. Simply, I think, if I'm not mistaken, her story simply goes, her mother and her didn't have a great relationship. Her dad moved on. She had kids, one after another, after another, after another. When I met her, we talked. She seemed cool. When I found out about the drug problem, we were done. Her son, I met him. I actually went on vacation with her before we went up to where her family's from in Rhode Island. I drove up. I had a good time because her uncle, good dude. Her aunt, really good lady. Her sister, really, really good people. Her brother and them, real cool, really nice people. Latoya, she's got a drug problem. It's simple as that. When I found out about the drug problem, like I said, we were dating, we were talking. Tayshawn, he got a drug problem. His dad, a good dude, and she should have left him with his dad. She didn't. He got in a lot of trouble and moved in with her, and they started having problems. He was going to school down south. He started acting up. You know, there's one time he got accused of raping a girl. I had to get involved, help prove that he didn't do that, and then he started messing with another girl, and he just had problems. And my suggestion that he go back and live with his dad. His dad had a plan for him, and his dad, really good dude, and his dad had him on the right path, but he knew he didn't want to follow that path, so he came move with his mom, and he can cut up and do whatever he's doing now. I think now, I haven't seen him since I stopped talking to her, and then I know somebody said that, you know, he out there homeless now. So I see she making videos now talking about, again, I simply stopped talking to her because my mom couldn't stand her. My brothers, the two that I told you about, they couldn't stand her. And she had a drug problem. I got another friend of mine who brought that to the light, and he came to me, and Shantae is another person, brought it to me, and she got.
I'm sorry, Squatchin, what did you say?
She's got videos too now? See, everyone's coming out with videos against him, but none of his family are coming out with videos defending him for being such a good giving person.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. We gotta watch the ex-wives' video. We gotta watch that.
We do.
We have to watch that at some point. Yeah, we do. Maybe, well, okay, let me ask you guys this. Do we want to watch that after we finish this? Or at, like, maybe somewhere in the middle? What do you guys think?
I'd say after.
I want to watch it now. I have no patience.
Oh, well. I mean, we can.
Well, I mean, there's some things
No,
that
we'll
she
finish
could...
this.
Yeah, well,
it's confusing enough without jumping between videos.
True. I was gonna say, because she could say some things in here that he hasn't mentioned yet, and I don't, or, you know, potentially, who knows, but yeah, let's wait until after. I agree. I think we have to watch that at some point. Yeah, absolutely.
A drug problem. It's bad, and she's been to rehab a couple times. She got bipolar 2. This stuff she didn't tell me when I found out. I did try to help her. It didn't work, and I just simply, once again, I just left. Breakups for me, if it's not working.
Oh, because you're such a good guy, you just left.
Yeah.
You're a great dude for just leaving your wife. Yeah, that's real great of you to do there, bro. Real great.
I tell you I'm done. I don't do no arguing, and I just leave.
So, but Do y'all leave on bad terms, or how do you leave? Because why are these people coming and saying all these things that are so negative?
Toya hasn't said nothing to me since I left. Since we left, since I left her, she ain't said nothing to me. Ain't heard nothing from her. I heard she got married to some other dude. She used to talk to me all the time. After we had a mutual, we broke up. She married some other dude. She called me, talking about Tayshawn. Her daughter that went to California, I'm the one that sent her. I'm the one that sent her. When I was leaving, not dealing with her no more, her daughter expressed to me that she used to live with the aunt at one point. Me and the aunt, we're good friends. And I reached out to her, Carla, and said, hey, you think you can take in Joselle? She said, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're such a great guy for sending the daughter to California. Yeah, that's just what you do, right? Mm-hmm.
You know, Boogie paid for a escort's son's education too.
True.
I mean,
true. Is that real? Did that really happen?
Apparently so.
Yeah, okay. I think that this at this point I'm just seeing like red flags right now. I don't know what to believe with this.
United Nations of red flags, Olympic opening ceremonies of red flags.
Pretty much.
They came. They was on vacation, and they rented a car and drove down, picked her up, and that was that. And I left her, and we were done. She came one time when I was up. I came back up north to visit. She came up, visited, trying to rekindle something. I traveled to Rhode Island to see her when she was living there. She was in and out of rehab, and it was just nothing. I can't fix it. You're using drugs. You're doing all this. If it's all the same to you, I'm gonna go my way. You're gonna go your way. It's not gonna work. And that was it. I didn't hear anything else from her. Every once in a while, she reach out to me because one of her sons I still talk to all the time. I make sure he good because I met his father and he a good dude. God rest his soul. So he called me, let me know how he doing. I check on him. He check on me. That's it. I ain't hear nothing from Toya until she got on the video.
Part 28 is the phone call that I had.
Okay, so this is where she gets into the ex-wife, I think. Is this yeah.
With the ex-wife.
Yep.
I am the wife of Legion. Silence. And she said to me, and I quote, if you were calling me, then I know it's bad. And I said, I understand that you and my husband talk and communicate. And she immediately said, what? No, we don't. She said, one thing you need to know about Legion. She said, whatever he tells you, it is a lie. And before we got off the phone, I said to her, I said, if everything is a lie, I said, I have one question for you. And she said, sure. I said, how is your daughter? I said, how is your daughter? She said, what did he say about my daughter? I wasn't going to tell that woman that he said her daughter passed away.
What about the $2,000 you asked to take out for the stepdaughter? She said that she had talked to the mom supposedly for like a funeral cost.
Never happened. Lies.
Okay. You think that was just a part of the story, or like, why would somebody lie about that?
You gotta ask her. Again, why do people lie? I have no idea.
Lies, guys. All of it's lies, guys. All of it.
Mm-hmm. He said lies way too quick. When someone answers that quick,
lies.
Something's...
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Lies indeed, but not from her.
Like I said, I don't know where that came from, where that went left. I don't know.
So later on, Legion calls me. He calls me because he wants some money. He just needs a little bit of money to hold him over till payday. Again, I was recording all my calls at the time. He was still standing by the lies he told me. So finally, I just asked him,
where's the recording? Where is it?
See, that's another thing. Hold on. All right. I don't know how this is still going on, but you remember whenever we just started doing this, she said she had those recordings, those voice notes from like 2021, and I asked, where are those?
Yeah.
Where are those?
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking.
I want them now. Is this going to turn into like a big thing? I don't care about like what's personal to you and what's not. It's like besides like obvious certain information, right?
Yeah.
But if you're going to go blast this guy, then I feel like you should probably pull out those two.
Yeah. If she's being, yeah, I agree. If she claims that she's being as honest as she is about everything that happened, then yeah, she needs to release those calls. Now, or those audio diaries. Now, here's the thing. Again, like what she had said and what, I kind of agree with it to a certain degree, that those are personal to her. They very well could be, and that's fine. But
no, I mean they are, but I don't.
I'm with you though. If she's gonna put the guy on blast, and if she's gonna go as far as what she has done, she might as well. I'm with you.
this was a personal story for her until she decided to tell millions of people on TikTok.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You lost me
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Exactly. No, I agree. I think that if she really wants to come off as being truthful and her being transparent as what she claims to be and claimed to be during this whole thing, I agree. I think that she should. I think that now again, would it probably make her look bad? Yeah, maybe. But at the same time, isn't that what you're isn't that what you risked making this miniseries?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, didn't you risk that with making this miniseries and making it into 50 parts? I mean, you knew what you were getting yourself into by doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were open for criticism the minute that you press play or record. The minute that you press play and posted that to your TikTok, you knew what you were getting yourself into. And if you didn't,
Yep.
then you're an idiot. But it's, or, you're not as aware as what you think that you are, I should say. But yeah, no, I agree. I think that for transparency purposes, she should release that. I agree. However many that she has, I think that she should. But I also think, though, too, to give her a little bit of credit to a certain degree, she probably just wants to move on from everything and doesn't want to touch this again. Which very may well could be the case, but I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens, I guess.
And this is where let me just say it. I asked him, why the hell did you even marry me? Like, why? Why did you even marry me? Because you easily could have just stayed dating or been the boyfriend or just moved on with your life. Like, you didn't have to marry me. You didn't have to pull me into a marriage and make me think that this is what you wanted. This is what he said to me on that phone call. He said, I had to marry you. And I was like, no, you didn't. He said, yes, I did. He said, I knew full well from day one that there was no way you were going to stay my girlfriend for longer than a year. He said, I knew it. He said, I knew in order to keep you, I was going to have to marry you. Y'all, my jaw hit the ground.
I think money came into play. I don't think it's her issue. I think it's for 3 years. The first year I didn't hear nothing from her. For the next 2, it was reaching out to me on fake Facebook pages, on fake Instagram pages, WhatsApp, or whatever way she could contact me. She would tell people she's looking for me to see if I'm okay, but then she contacted me and it's, I want us to fix things. I want to get back together. I want to start over. And I was just like, no, I don't want to fix stuff. Mm-hmm. And at that point, the last conversation we had was about a month before Valentine's Day. She called me up. She made a fake Facebook page, called me up. And she reached out to me and we talked for about 20 minutes. And she says to me, I want to work stuff out. I really want to fix stuff. And I want to pay you the money back that you spent. And I want to show you, I can be a better person. She said that she had not been with nobody since we parted ways. She said that she just wanted to fix stuff. And I calmly had a conversation. I said, I'm with somebody else. First off, I'm in love. And the situation I'm in now, I'm in a good place. Mm-hmm. I don't fight with my girlfriend. I don't argue. Getting out of the hospital, learning to walk again. She has been instrumental in helping me with everything. Learning to walk again is hell. To learn to walk again, we talking about somebody who understood this situation that I was in.
Oh, you're learning to walk again, huh? Was it because
remember he had his car accidents?
Yeah. So it wasn't because of... okay.
Glad he walks on his elbows.
Yep. Right? Thank you. That's exactly what I was just thinking. Exactly. Okay. So it didn't have anything to do with your knee then, right? Nothing to do with any of that. Okay. All right.
And knew about Teresa because I told her everything. Told her about the ex before that. Told her everything. Accepted me. Helped me get everything together. And we've been great. She understood the limitations of walking again because walking.
Also, side note, if you don't argue with your girlfriend or with your boyfriend, what kind of relationship do you have? I'm just saying. that's to me. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? If you don't get into some sort of altercation or, well, when I say altercation, I mean like a verbal altercation, maybe. If you do not cuss out your spouse every other day, come on now. What kind of relationship are you in? I'm just saying. Like, that's... in some way, shape, or form, if you're not telling your partner to go fuck off and to go away, like, what kind of relationship is that? I'm just saying. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No.
I mean, yeah, can that be toxic? And again, depending on the situation, can that be bad? Yes, of course. But if you know that you have a healthy relationship with your spouse or with your partner, and you're comfortable enough to where you can call them, like what Risha said, a dickhead, or you have a husband beating stick. I mean, what kind of relationship are you in where you don't argue? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I out of pocket on this one? Because if I am, please tell me. Is it just me? Because, I mean, okay, good. You guys have the floor. Am I wrong though?
No, you're right.
No, you.
I mean, because you have to have some sort of like passion with it behind it, right? Because again, if you do not ever argue with your spouse or with your significant other, what's the point? What is the point? You know, I yell at Mr. Huck almost on I yelled at him today. You guys heard it tonight. I mean, that's just how we are. And again, if any one of you, please go watch, by the way, if either one of you have seen our first 2 episodes of What the Huck, we argue in there too. Just saying. Go check that out if you haven't already. Shameless plug on Still Connected. But that's just how we, but then again, like I said this before, I've also known Mr. Huck now for almost 20 years. So him and I both know each other like way too flippin' well. And we still fight, and we still, you know, it is what it is. Like, if you're not fighting with your partner to a degree where, you know, you're showing some sort of passion or showing some sort of, you know, that you care, then what's the point? What is the point? I was in the other room listening, and I hereby revoke Legion's man card. A real man would have stood by his wife through her addiction and done everything to help her recover. True. That is also very true. Very, very true, Zero. Very, very true.
And again, like, I can walk just fine now, but at the time we first started, I would take breaks, sit down, get up, take breaks, you know, again, taking steroids to help build muscle. Now to get back on a diet again to lose weight because, you know, taking a steroid, obviously you're hungry, you're gonna eat more, you know, changing health plan again. And she's been instrumental in all of that. Mm-hmm. She knows.
Squatching.
It's funny because it's true.
I believe it. I totally 100% believe it. I've never talked to Mr. Squatchin. I would love to one day, but never
one day.
To I've never talked to Mr. Squatchin, but I totally believe it. I totally believe it. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah. See, thank you. Thank you guys for backing me up on that one. I'm not saying that you wouldn't, but thank you for making me feel like I wasn't crazy. Because again, that's how good relationships should be. They should have, you know, again, some sort of passion, some sort of fun behind them, poking at each other on a regular basis, getting on each other's nerves. That's what you do. You know? That's what you do. Own slurs. Yeah, Mr. Huck and I don't do that, but we could.
Well, you have a young one at home to.
True.
I don't think Benny's gonna pick up any slurs.
True. Very true.
Although he's smart, he might.
Yes, he is very smart. Yes. How is Benny, by the way?
What? He's doing alright. He's being a floofy boy.
Oh, what were you getting ready to say? I'm sorry. What were you getting all excited for?
I forget.
Oh, okay. Well, if you think of it, let us know.
Because I don't get in a relationship and tell somebody, not tell them something. I told her everything, and she made a choice to accept that and say, "Hey, I'm gonna put these dukes up and fight with you." She watched these videos right along with me.
Yeah.
And like I'm not gonna put her on camera, but she's sitting right here now. We dealt with all this together as a team. Knowing that I got an ex-woman attacking me, another one attacking me, and another one just talking trash, and we only went on 3 dates, and they making videos, they making money off my name again. She could have said, I'm done. She didn't do that.
Did y'all talk about this prior to the videos, or?
Yeah, we talked about this before Teresa ever did anything. I told her the truth, everything. We talked about the money. We talked about Teresa. We talked about Toya. We talked about all this. I told her everything, as I always did. Anybody I'm dealing with, did I miss anything when I was telling? So she was prepared for all this. She knew about Teresa. She knew about why I left her. All that. It was like what, our first or second conversation we ever had with each other. Well, yeah. So I remember, I was like I told you, I said I don't want you to get.
Okay, so we know that his girlfriend is obviously there because she came in earlier, but yeah, I don't know. She could just be going along with it because she knows that they're being recorded and this is going to be up on YouTube. Just saying. That very well could be the case too.
Get slapped in the face and like we talked about it, and he was like, that's the past and that's it. Matter of fact, you looked me up. She literally ran a background check on me because her sister, ties with the FBI. She ran a background check to make sure I was legit before I could go out with her. So and then she came back, okay, you good. And that was that. And we've been good. The attack, like one thing I'll say my girlfriend had to deal with is like somebody at, maybe somebody's job or something like that, but they know me. So it's not the same. And then some people at their job don't. But you would think with all this going on, all this negative stuff where I live, I've been getting a bunch of handshakes saying, hey man, keep your head up. There's some BS. My niece at school, hey, there's some BS. Daughter school, there's some BS. It's all, everybody said the same thing. Everybody know me, oh, it's some BS. I got a bunch of encouragement calls and everybody who called me, like I got some people from high school that believe the bull crap, and that's fine. But I had more people who went to college and high school or people who know me now, personal friends, family members call me, hey, I know this BS, keep your head up. I even got the weird calls. There's some women hit me up talking about, hey, we can be together. You can pay my bills, take care of me. Damn her. And my girlfriend think that's funny because I told her that was crazy. Like I had a girl, like we were sitting here and the girl got on the phone and was like, you can take care of me. I'll be your side chick. And I'm like, really? And it ain't funny because it's sad that motivates people, but
I doubt that, honestly. Really? I don't know. What do you guys think? Think?
Let the man make up stories so he can feel good about himself. KHuck, that's mean. Let him dream.
Let him cook. Let him go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
I don't know. All I can say about this whole situation, maybe I had to go through all these bad women to get to this good one. I don't know.
She mentioned that she asked you just kind of like, it was like y'all were having closure, I believe.
Well, let me ask you guys this. I just thought of this too. What do you think the interviewer is thinking right now? What do you think that
I'm
he's
gonna
thinking?
be rich. I'm gonna get all these views.
Yep.
Not wrong.
Yep.
Do you think that he's like trying to be not biased, or what do you, how do you guys feel about him?
I think he did. I feel like he prepared for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's coming with good questions.
Yeah.
Like it's flowing really good and it's edited pretty decent. Like it's all. He did good.
I don't know, Gigi. What do you think? Oh, sorry. She had to step away. I'm sorry. I forgot.
But he did probably make a couple $100 off this video.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. It's, yeah.
And she asked, why did you lie? And you said, I had to lie because I knew we wouldn't make it.
Never asked me that, and I never told her that. The last conversation we had with each other, actually, no, that's not the last conversation. The last conversation I had with her was last year when she asked me she wanted to start over, and I told her no. But the conversation she talked about, the closure conversation, yeah, we met for coffee, Starbucks. And we talked, and she asked me, could I ever forgive her for the cheating? I told her maybe I could have, but you drug it out so long with all the counselors that at that point, I stopped loving you. So at that point, I'm not going to work it out. Once I stopped loving her, that's when it was time for me. That's when I decided to leave. All the opportunities before that for us to work it out with the cheating and stuff like that, that was her opportunity. I felt like she missed the opportunity. My heart wasn't in it anymore, and I was done.
The house fell through in October 2020. And
she could be crazy.
I said, I don't want to look at another house. I don't want to talk about cars. I want to get through the holidays because it was going to be a holiday season where I could not celebrate my family because of COVID. So I said, I just want to get through the holidays. I want to get through the end of the year, and we'll revisit stuff in January. I was very calm when I said it. No argument, nothing like that. And he said he understood. A lot of what fueled me staying in this situation really was the fact that, number one, I didn't want to be alone. Number two, I didn't want to look stupid by having the relationship end so quickly for everyone to be like, we told you something was up. And number three, I was ready to get married. And that, what ready to get married, fueled a lot of stuff.
She had this question as well. Did she feel like
Yeah. We brought that up too with her, was that again, she was one of those women, right, that was very lonely, as she put it, that was ready to get married and ready to settle down. We've talked about this before with her, right? And just in general, right? She was one of those women that just could not or didn't want to be alone, right? And that was mainly what we believe her motivation was for her getting married to him, was because she just couldn't stand being alone. So that would make sense. Okay.
it was ever love? And she said no. So do you feel like it was ever love? Did you ever love her during that time?
Absolutely. Through the whole thing until the day I found out she was cheating.
You said that you left. So basically you sleeping in the car and everything after you moved out, that was not a real thing?
No. I went home. I went to I went home.
Okay. So the behavioral
Why would she make that up though, guys? That's my thing. Why would she
Just imagine she got
up?
caught cheating, and this guy is a normal guy, and she wanted to ruin his life. I don't know.
I mean,
people like that do exist.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's also, that's not wrong either. I mean, that very well could be the case, but I genuinely think that it's, again, like I said, and this circles back to this point though too. Some of it could be true. Some of it is probably embellished, right? On both of their ends, on her end and on his. So I will give them the benefit of the doubt with that to a certain degree, but I don't know.
I think she said you went to a behavioral correction hospital or something like that.
Hey Gigi, what'd you say? I'm sorry?
Yeah. What if this is all like a really elaborate marketing campaign, and like the reason that he's talking about his current girlfriend is because she's like the sequel, like he's like announcing the sequel. Right, because there's people from his past that have come out, like the kids of his ex-wife have come out and said, like, you know, what a bad guy he was and how much he lied and like all this stuff. So like at the moment I haven't seen anybody come out on his behalf. Nope. Right, so if he gets a current girlfriend to come out on his behalf, like of course she's gonna, if she believes him, of course she believes him because she's currently with him, but in like a few months or a few years or whatever, she'll have her own Risa Tisa. And then here, you know, part 2, Legion part 2.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna come out on his behalf.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say, Toxic? What are you?
I don't know. I'm just gonna make something up and see how far it goes.
Sounds good.
I
It'd be an interesting experiment.
That would be, actually.
I feel like if you lived in Atlanta, you could have a real shot at it, honestly.
Well, where am I from?
Yeah, that's true. He is from Atlanta. That's true. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and finish this. We got like 12 or so minutes left with this part. Let's go. Yeah.
That wasn't true?
Lies.
Okay.
The only thing I did at a behavioral hospital, I knew a guy that went there and I helped him get a job. He got out.
Oh, really? Okay. You helped a guy get a job at a behavioral hospital. Okay. All right.
Legion.
You know, a friend
So
of
giving.
mine, Omar, he asked me for a job. I got him a job. And I picked, matter of fact, no, I picked him up from there. He got out of like a mental.
He's a philanthropist, guys. Excuse me. That's what we're missing. He's a am I saying that right? Philanthropist. Excuse me. I can never say that right. Yes, he just wants to help people out, guys. He just wants to help people out. He wants to send, you know, girls shoes. He wants to get people jobs. He wants to send daughters out to California. He wants to help guys get jobs. You know, he's just a helpful guy.
Like facility or whatever. I dropped him off at his mom's house a week later. He asked me, did I have...
I'm pulling a nerdy with that one, by the way. And I know that I I'm kind of sad that he left because I had a surprise for him that I wanted to show him later, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Have a line on the job. I did. I said, you got to go and show up every day. I gave him a ride to work for a week. And his mom bought him a car, and he's been working ever since.
So did you ever send a screenshot to Scott the realtor with $68 million in the account?
No. If I had $68 million in my account, I would just go buy the house. I wouldn't need no realtor. My realtor that I've dealt with for years is Tori Lampkin. Scott, I never met. The people that she kept introducing me to were people who, when she called them and asked them about a house, and we go look at the house, and it's always a different realtor. None of those were friends of mine. The only realtor I've dealt with from 97 on is Tori Lampkin. That's it.
Ooh, Wookie! I was shopping and just got back. I'm making pork burgers and a feta pomegranate salad.
Ooh. Sounds pretty good.
Ooh. The pork burger sounds interesting. I'm not a big fan of feta, though. I'm not. Maybe. It just depends on how it's made, I guess. But in a salad, I can do it. But feta pomegranate? Ooh, that sounds amazing. That sounds really good. Can we get a plate? Wookie, send us your plate. Send us. Can we come with plates and get food? Because Mr. Huck abandoned everybody else in this call, so you might as well.
He refused to feed us.
You might as well pick up the slack if you can.
I feel neglected.
Something about the way he started to say one thing, then suddenly he said, "No, wait, it was this that happened." Yeah, true. True. Mush from Australia by then. I don't care. I'll still eat it.
And never met Teresa.
You said he never met Teresa?
Tori has never met Teresa. Not one day.
As far as the condiment company for 6 years.
Lies. I got offered a different job. I'm doing the same thing, different company, and I was leaving. And the only reason they didn't promote me, honestly, simply because the fact is they liked me in that position doing that particular job, and I wanted to move up. I was older, so I wanted to step up. So at the end of the day, when I got the new job offer, it was back north anyway. It was what I wanted to be doing, and it was the money that I wanted to be making. And things weren't working with her. I was already on my way out the door with her, so I was just like, all right, I'm gonna take it. Start over, fresh start, and then be closer to family, and try to rebuild some of the relationships that maybe over the years I hadn't talked to people, cousins, stuff like that.
So my mom lived in Arkansas, and when she came to visit in April, we were already married. This is her first time physically meeting Legion. My mom will tell you, she had no idea anything was amiss, but there was something that nagged her a little bit. She didn't know what it was, and my mom is the type where she's gonna get on her knees in prayer. That's who she is. So for her, it was like, I don't know what it is. He seems like a nice guy. He seems to love my daughter. Because again, there was no arguing in the house. The house was peaceful while she was here, even though behind the scenes we had just came off of the whole sexting incident with other women.
And that's why I said that my mother would sniff that out in a heartbeat. She would sniff that out in a heartbeat and be asking me questions. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, my mom would be bugging me. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? That's exactly what my mom would do.
Explain the relationship you had with her dad, because I don't think she ever discussed anything about her dad.
She and her mother told me a story that he didn't want anything to do with her, and he told her mom it wasn't his baby or whatnot. I met him because he called the house one day. She was at work. I was working from home this day, and we just got into a conversation. And for some reason, something what he said to me about her, about wanting a relationship with her, resonated with me. When I spoke to her about it, she was like, he ain't this, he ain't that. Where mom said, had a conversation with her mom. Her mom said the same thing. A couple weeks went by, and he called back, and we exchanged numbers, and we started talking. And he really was trying to find a way to be part of her life. And I would bring it up, she'd get testy, and I'd leave it alone and maybe try to bring it up again. Through all that, me and him developed a relationship, because he was a dad trying to be there for his daughter. Even though she grown, he was trying to, he told me that a lot of stuff that her mom said about him was a lie. And he wanted to be part of her life, but she wasn't having it. So he would call me every once in a while, how my daughter doing? And I say, she's doing good, we're fine. Give him an update, hey, we just did this, we went on vacation here, we did this, and the third, she happy. And he would just, keep her happy. And that was it. Only time, honestly, what I would say when she was unhappy, when her mom came around.
I have my thoughts on this. What are you guys thinking right now about that?
As someone who doesn't have a relationship with their own father, somebody I was dating had a relationship with like my biological father, I would be very weirded out. I'd be like,
"Thank you.
What do you mean?"
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. I agree. What would you Squatchin, what are your thoughts? What do you think?
Don't know. Like I can't recall if I've ever been in that kind of a situation where I was friendly with.
Mm.
I don't think
Toxic.
that part's that unusual. I feel like I've had exes who've like expected me to have like a relationship with their mothers specifically, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
why? That's strange. That's so strange. But I don't know that maybe I have bad like home training or whatever.
No. I just think it depends on the situation. It depends on the
Hmm.
relationship, I guess, to a certain degree. But Toxic, what are your thoughts? What do you think?
I agree with you. I think it's weird. I don't know, like, I feel like if they don't have that relationship, I don't know why you're like making it and being like in the middle of it. It's not really,
Yeah.
your place to do that.
Yeah.
I have my thoughts, but I'll be right back. I'll be just a second or two. I'll be right back. I have to go to the restroom real quick. I've been holding this in this
Nearby.
entire time. I'll be
Alrighty.
right back.
Yeah, I do feel like people are like that sometimes with people's parents. Like I remember
Mm-hmm.
I was at work one time and one of my coworkers, like at some point it had come up that I did not have a relationship with my dad. And she was very like, well, because one day you're gonna regret that and this, that, and the third. And like, and this was like well over 10 years ago now. And I at the time I was like, I feel like it wasn't my responsibility. Like I told her that. I was like, I don't feel it was like my deal to like try to keep a relationship with my dad. Like he had 18 years to figure that shit out and he didn't. Like I feel like that's not on me now. And she was like, well, what if he dies tomorrow? And I'm like, my life will be no different if he dies tomorrow. That's literally my point. um
Yeah.
but she was still very like just persistent that she wanted me to like reach out to my dad. And I was like, why do you care? Explain to me.
Mm,
But yeah, that's my thoughts
yeah, I
on
don't know.
it. But I feel like also my mom has had like a relationship with my exes for at least some period of time after we've broken up. Like, and my mom currently is still in contact with my ex-husband, and I'm like, I think it's weird, but like in my mind that's not my relationship anymore. That's their relationship, and like
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
I mean, you can't exactly police who your parents talk to. If they want to
True.
talk to somebody, they're going to talk to somebody.
This
True.
is true, but I also feel like, back in the day, like back when I was in school, right? Like I kind of expected my friends not to like the people that I didn't like also. And I feel like I've obviously let that go as an adult, but I feel like your parents should still fall under those rules of like you're supposed to be on my side no matter what. I don't care if I chopped his head off for no reason. You should make up a reason for me to have done that is reasonable.
Well,
Be
okay.
my alibi, mom.
Literally, but like,
Exactly.
who,
Yeah.
who else am I gonna ask? I feel like it's reasonable that you get the one, and if you're lucky, you get two people in your life who
True.
like should take a
Well,
bullet. Yeah.
here's my thing though, right? Is that I've expressed this before. I have a very good relationship with my parents. I always have, and
Rub it
they
in.
are.
Rub it in.
I'm just not trying to rub
I'm
anything
just
in.
kidding.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm so
But no, I am very lucky, and sadly, from what Gigi just said, and I'm very sorry about that, but obviously that you've gotten used to that, and that's something that is a part of your life, and unfortunately your father is not a part of it. I can't even imagine what that would be like for me. I can't. But sadly, I have heard of people in my life who are not as close with their fathers as what I am, and that makes me very, very, and their mothers too. That makes me very, very sad because obviously that's, but each situation and each circumstance is different depending on how the parents are or how the kid is. Each situation is different. But I've been very lucky in the sense of having a very close relationship with my parents, that if they were to that I know of, they have never talked to any one of my exes still to this day, right? But they do ask on occasion about them, like if I've kept in touch with them or whatever, but that's really been about it. The only person that they've known for as long as they have is, again, I've said this before, is Mr. Huck. That's it. So they have asked on occasion, like how if I've ever talked to one of my exes. Like my mom asked me randomly that once, like a couple months ago, and I'm like, why are you asking me about this guy? I don't want to say who he is, but I'm like, why? What? Like, where did that come from? But again, it's just, yeah, but so it wouldn't, like, God forbid, if Mr. Huck and I were to split up, if my parents were to still talk with him and to still check in on him every so often, that wouldn't surprise me, because they've known him for as long as they have, right? He's a member of the family to them. I would, if
He's
they
the
were
father of their grandbaby.
Exactly, he's a father of their grandbaby.
Yeah, you guys have kids. I do think that's different at that point.
Yeah.
If there's kids involved, it's very different.
Yeah, if they were to still, my dad, I can see my dad more so than, well, maybe my mom too, actually. They probably would both do it equally, but I can see both of my parents still reaching out to him to check in on him to see if he's okay. I can see that happening. I can. And them still wanting to stay in contact with him because they just care about him and they want to make sure that he's okay. Because again, like I said, they've known him for as long as they have. On top of that too, so that also comes into play. But if it were any other situation, would I be weirded out if my parents were reaching out to my ex-boyfriend or whatever because for reasons? Then yeah, I would be weirded out by that too. I agree. But I've never been in that type of situation though either. So, yeah. Hold on. What did he say? I'd keep in touch with KHuck's mom if she was my ex. Was that the question? No, that was... Well,
that was the question.
Well, thank you for wanting to say that you'd stay in touch with my mom. Thanks. I will let her know that. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't know. But I can see but again, that's just my situation. Not all situations are like that though. So, yeah. Me and my dad don't have the best relationship, but when an ex broke up with me, he asked firstly if I needed an alibi, and secondly if I wanted a hand with setting his car fired his car. Hell yeah, Reese. Hell yeah, Reese. That's bass. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. My dad would do that too. He'd be like, okay, I can be there in an hour and a half. Let's go. He would totally do that too.
They got some kind of weird relationship. I still don't quite understand it. Her mom come around, those two would butt heads, or her mom call.
But also, side note, my father also has he has two other daughters too. I'm the middle. So there's three of us. So, just saying. He has his work cut out for him.
On the phone. As far as me and Teresa was concerned, before all this happened, I thought we were good all the time. Her mom came and stayed like a week, and she did nothing in a week. Stayed in the room all day. I'm not trying to badmouth her mom or anything like that. It's just that she didn't do anything that week but stay in the house and do nothing.
Okay.
All week. She watched TV all week long, basically.
Legion never loved me. He never loved me. He doesn't love himself, so I know he didn't love me. Number two, he didn't even like me. He watched me get excited about things that he knew I was not going to get.
How was the ring presented when you gave her the ring?
I came home and just gave it to her. It wasn't no flowers, cards, candy thing. Like we already talked about getting married, like it was more like a business deal, which it wasn't. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that's kind of, we just talked about it and decided we want to do it. Went out, got a ring, came home, like, here you go.
Was that an Amazon ring?
No. She actually, when we went our separate ways, she gave that back to me. My advice to anybody who watched the 53, 56, whatever part series it is, my advice to any of the women out there, honestly, I'm not that kind of guy that she said I was, but I'm gonna say this to any woman and men. I don't want to get preachy or nothing, but in the Bible it tells you about unequally yoked. Anything to any man or any woman, please don't date somebody that financially not on the same level with you. If they not and you want to date them, understand that they not, and if you want to help them, but don't just do nothing and you date them and she broke, I got money and that's it. No, if you care about somebody, you build them up, you put bricks and you build together. Like older folks say, you build together and you build with them and you teach them. I did try to do that, but you try to do that. But if it's somebody and you out here, you doing your thing, you making money, you ain't living check to check, and the girl you date is check to check, and you try to help, and they don't take the lessons of, hey, this is how you can increase your financial part, because money is a part of any relationship. I don't care what nobody say. I know somebody, they married, they living in the projects, and they happy. They got 3 kids, welfare, but you can't tell them nothing. They happy. They got 1 car, 1 person ride the bus, 1 person take the car to work. They got less than $2,000 in savings, but they happy. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. The point is, my message to any man, if you're dealing with a woman, because they're gonna tell you, hey, can you pay my bills and take care? If you start doing that, don't make that a lifetime thing. That's my mistake, because I did that, and what ended up happening is you start taking care of somebody who don't appreciate it, and then you end up with a Risa Tisa. I did everything I thought I was supposed to do as a man. I did what my father did to my mom. My father took care of all the bills in the house. My father was a truck driver. Before that, he was a police officer. He took care of everything in the house. We never had to worry about it. Now, we didn't have a whole bunch of money growing up, but everybody in my household, when you graduate from high school, you got a car. When you graduated and you put the cap and gown on, you was pulling up to your graduation. My first car was a Cadillac, a Fleetwood Cadillac. Like, my father was right on his car, touch the class. And he didn't have a lot of money, but he made sure we was good. I didn't grow up with a single parent. I grew up with both my parents. My mom worked hard. She was a nurse, and she gave that up and became a teacher. My father was a cop, and he became a truck driver. No, we didn't have a whole lot of money because back then they didn't believe in those professions to pay black people a lot of money. So my dad decided to drive truck because he wanted to make more money, and he took care of us, and we was good. I mean, my dad used to let us get out of school or not go to school until late that day so we could be the first person to step into high school with the new J's. Like, no, we didn't have a lot of money, but my dad knew when the new joints come out, he come in the room, J's come out on Tuesday. Y'all want them? And me and my brother we'd go to school late and go get them new J's and then go to school.
You felt like you just was doing what you was supposed to do and what you was taught as a kid.
I was doing what my father taught me.
Chris wanted me to also let you all know that their parents, though they are passed away, the parents did everything they could to get Legion psychiatric help. At one point, they were taking him to different therapists and psychologists. He's been diagnosed as a kid with both bipolar and schizophrenia. I did not know this. Chris informed me today, Monday, February 26th, during that phone call, that their father came out of retirement to help pay for the medications. And as Legion got older, he refused to take them.
What? What?
Bruh.
Oh, damn. Wow. Oh, wow. I wonder what he has to say about this. Okay.
Never happened. My parents, my dad was from Roanoke,
Never
Virginia.
happened.
My mom.
Of course.
Never happened.
It never happened. It never happened, guys. It
Never happened. Hashtag never
happened.
happened.
Born in Norristown, PA. Big family on her side. My dad was raised by his grandma, but my mom, big family, and they're tight knit. And my grandma, she kept everybody together. You come over there, my grandma come over there and beat you if you act up. You don't need your parents. She show up, Nana show up and mess you up. You don't have to worry about your parents. And they all got along. But as we got older, my mom and dad decided they wanted to make a move, and they moved to Georgia. And for us, the sons, we were not happy about it. I don't think me or my brothers were happy about going to Georgia. My older brother embraced it though. He I think he could function anywhere. He type person can live anywhere. But me and my brother Mike, we wasn't fans of it. And my brother did a lot to help us, kind of like naturate to the whole.
Okay, what does that have to do with you not taking medications and stuff? Okay.
I think he's going to completely dodge that part of it.
I agree. It sounds like he is anyway. All right, let's wait till he finishes his statement and then we'll end it here.
Living in Georgia thing. I can be honest and say I probably never liked it. Too funny. But my parents were there. None of my brothers, none of us had no mental issues. My mom, that's not true. My parents were a team. They were old school with it. Anybody who know when your mom say something, she don't got to say go ask your dad because he was already on the same page with her. They got along very well. We didn't have a whole lot, but we had enough. And my dad was active in all our lives. My mom was too. My mom did a lot of volunteer work. And we grew up really good. My grandma was in the house with us. My great grandma actually. So we had great family figures, I want to say. And then I found out as I got older, the reason my parents moved from up north is because the fact is some of my family members had a lot of infighting. My great grandma passed away on my mom's side, and everybody stopped getting along. And my mom just didn't want to have any parts of it. And she felt like starting over down south was a good idea, and it was. Honestly, we got a better education. We moved to an area where wasn't any crime really, a tighter community, and honestly, all of us got a better education down there. My older brother joined the Air Force. Me and my brother went off to school. High school I went to. Everybody went to high school. It was cool. Like they just had that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he completely dodges that question 100%. At least that's what it yeah, he Okay, come on, get to the point. Get to the point here.
That Southern hospitality thing where you just felt like you lived there forever. Like I got nothing bad to say about anybody I went to high school with, because anybody went to middle school, elementary, but they were just all good people. Like we just had fun. And like I said, my parents, there was nobody in our house that had a mental issue, nothing like that. My older brother, nobody. He went on to the Air Force. He came back after the Air Force. He went through a few problems. You know, he been to war, obviously. But he was still my big brother. You know, if we needed something, you call him up and be like, "Yo, I need some advice," and he gave it to you. He'd show up. Matter of fact, he probably wouldn't talk to you on the phone. He'd just pull up and be like, "What you need, little bro?" And he talked to you. He went through a divorce. He had a daughter. He went through a divorce. I'm not gonna say and tell you I know everything that went on through him and his ex-wife. They just went their separate ways. She became like a sister to us, like a big sister to us. So I still got a relationship with her. And he got a daughter, obviously. His ex-wife, man, incredible person. She became a big sister. She helped take care of my mom. My mom got sick. My dad got sick. Grandma. Instantly became part of our family. I still consider her family to this day. Man, incredible person. My brother, honestly, they got divorced. I can't say I don't know what happened. All I know is he was, and when they separated ways and he went on about his life, she went on about her life. After a while, he stayed down south in Georgia, and then he finally just said he went back up north. I didn't talk to him. For some years, and that was his choice, not mine. Like previously, I told you, Elgin and Miguel, took me in as like a little brother, and they've been there. I didn't talk to him. I tried to reach out to him over the years. After about 3 years, I just stopped. I let him do his thing. I knew he was good because his family he was around, and they said he was good, and I left it at that. I mean, a couple days ago when all this video stuff happened, he called me, talking about the Reese's Pieces stuff, and I was just like, bro, you have no idea what was going on there. So, but as far as argument, no, that's the last physical conversation we had, other than the other day when he called me. The last time I saw him, we were great. I mean, honestly, the last physical conversation we had, other than that, it was probably almost like 9 years.
People.
Okay. Well, he completely dodged that question. Okay. All right. Yeah.
What a great answer.
Exactly.
Yay, Legion.
Exactly.
Oh,
Well, we'll go ahead and leave it here, guys. So we'll pick this up probably sometime next week. But before I get to our little special surprise, can I reveal it tonight, guys? Can I?
I don't know.
Can
Does
I?
chat behave themselves?
I think so. I hope so. I'm going to reveal our special surprise because I told you guys last night I would, so I'm gonna do it anyway because I don't care. But before I do that, thank you guys for coming out here tonight. Greatly appreciate it. We will probably pick this back up next week. But because we got a busy, we have a busy week this week, guys, don't we?
We do.
We do.
We do.
Do we?
Yeah.
We
yeah.
do.
Yeah. We're off tomorrow. We're not gonna
That's
stream
not so
tomorrow.
busy.
But we're gonna be off tomorrow because we're gonna take a day to just relax. I'm sorry, Reese. Don't be angry. No, don't be mad. we're taking tomorrow.
I wish
off.
it were Funyuns, Midna.
We're taking a week off. Listen to me. We're taking tomorrow off. Yeah. Because we got to prepare for something that's gonna happen, right? Oh, I'm so excited for this. Oh my god.
Do we?
Yeah, we have something cooking here, guys. That you guys.
We are not prepared.
Yeah, we got something here cooking here, guys, that you guys might enjoy.
I wonder what it could be.
I wonder what it could be. I tried asking last night, but I don't know if you saw. Did you speak to Toxin Squatchin about the thing? What thing?
There's a thing?
Oh! I know what he's talking about. Okay, I'll bring that up here in a minute. Okay, so DG, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Okay, I know what Reese is talking about. I'll bring that up here in a second. Okay, so DG, you ready? You ready for this epic surprise? You guys ready? So we have something going on Thursday, guys. Probably around like 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Yeah, we have that going on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
A
happening.
little bit of one William Mackerson
Yeah,
will be.
Yeah, it's not going to be as big as our other streams, unfortunately. But
yeah.
You know,
I
you
think,
totally missed this next one. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we have a William Mackerson coming on Thursday, guys. That's right.
I guess Willie is like Funyuns.
Yes, we have a William Mackerson coming on Thursday, guys. Yeah, yeah, and he is going to react to part 3 of the Keffels video with us.
well, I
Let's
think we're going to
go.
react, and he'll be here. I don't know if he's going to react to his own video.
Well, he'll help us react.
He might. He's cool.
Yeah, he might forget.
Yes,
He
he
might
will help
forget.
us react.
Probably.
So so Squatchin obviously made this thumbnail, which is wonderful, and I love the picture
Thank
that
you,
you
ma'am.
chose for it. Oh my god, I love the art.
What?
I love it. The art that you made for Willie in this thumbnail is great because it's just Willie.
It's fun to draw Willie. This is the second time I've drawn Willie, and it's been
Yes.
fun.
Yes,
He is
So-
a good thing to draw.
So Willie is going to react to us reacting to his video. It's going to be like an Inception reaction. Yes. So Mr. William Mackerson is coming on Thursday, guys. I am so excited for this. I'm fangirling. I'm sorry. I can't wait. This is going to be so cool. Toxic, you've talked to him before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And Squatchin has not, have you? You haven't talked to him.
No.
Ah, that's gonna be interesting.
I'm a big old ball of nerves right now.
Oh, trust me. I was a big ball of nerves when I talked to him too. I was a big ball of nerves when I talked to Bo Black. So are you kidding me? I was a hot fucking mess. But I'm telling you, once you get to talk with him and once you actually interact with him, within like 2 minutes you'd be like, what was I so scared of? He's great. So yes, Thursday is William Mackerson. So I am very, very excited for this. Yes. Gigi, what do you think of that? Are you going to be around for that on Thursday? Gigi.
I was muted. My bad. I'm saying that's very exciting. That's also very nerve-wracking. I don't know what's going on Thursday. It's too early in the week.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, Mr. William Mackerson on Thursday. I am so excited. Oh,
It's gonna be so good.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Oh, I have to show that off one more time because it's just so beautiful. I love it. So I will get that scheduled tonight after stream. So yeah, we're gonna talk with him on Thursday, and then Friday, we are going to be talking with Nixon. Nixon Reacts or Nixon Talks, as you guys might know him as. We're going to talk with him on Friday. He has a lot to say about review tech, by the way. So
really?
And he also has been covering a lot of the Fresh and Fit stuff that just came out over the last couple days. Yeah, he has a lot to say. So we're going to talk with him on Friday, and that's going to be an interesting conversation. So we'll talk with him then. But yeah, we're very excited for all of this wonderful content this week. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that. But on Thursday, be here for Mr. William Mack. So I'm excited. But before we end here, okay, I gotta bring up what Reese brought up. Okay, so I gotta take a poll with the three of you. Gigi, you're involved too. Okay.
Okay.
Reese put out a feeler for me in my Discord. I think it was the day. It was either Monday or sometime over the weekend, about our next roast that we do on somebody, whoever it may be. That he come in and be a regular, but he has to dress up in drag.
Oh,
okay. I'm down. That'd be fun.
Kind of like what he did with Badwig. Is he has to be a regular roaster, but he requires to be in drag, and I'm like,
You're on the
okay.
roast roster?
Like what? Yeah, he has to be on the roast roster. Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
I didn't think that you guys would have a problem with that, but just
If I do the thumbnail for that one, that means I get to draw recent drag.
Yes! 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 Yes, abso-fucking-lutely, yes. Now, here's the better question. Who do we roast? Do we roast?
Oh, I'm sure someone will be worthy.
I have two.
We'll find somebody.
I have two candidates. I have two. You ready?
Okay.
Spectre.
You want to put them? Hide them? No, hide them from chat.
Why?
We have to blue ball chat. You're supposed to put them in the group chat, and then we all react to it. And chat is like, no, tell us. And then they're more inclined to.
Well, I already revealed the one. So the one is Spectre. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that then. Okay, fair enough. I have two, possibly three candidates. So, but one of them is Spectre. So I'll just leave it at that. But...
Okay, now put the rest in the group chat so we can.
Okay. All right. So, but yeah, that's also a possibility. We'll see what happens with that one. But yes, it's Squatch, and you have to make the thumbnail for it then. to have Reese be in drag. Hell yeah, that's gonna be amazing. But yeah, so there you go. But thank you guys again for coming out here tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Gigi, what you got going on here, ma'am? Do you have anything coming up the rest of the week?
Not at the moment. Just chilling.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us during this wonderful saga. When we go over the second part of it, which again, like I said, probably won't be until sometime next week, you'll be back for that. Yeah, so there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can come back. You can come back anytime before that too. Obviously, you are welcome back anytime. But no, we appreciate you being here for everything, and for it for you being watching us. I know that you've seen most of it, but I don't know. Have you ever seen the Legion interview before?
No, that I had not seen. No.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, thank you for joining us on our coverage in this saga of us going over this. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Toxic, what you got going on this week, sir?
I don't know, but whatever I might do, you can go to my channel, Toxic Pip-Plup, on YouTube's. I'll do something this week. I don't know what it'll be yet. For anything wrestling related, I will be on Devil Dave maybe this week. I don't know. He's out exploring the world and going outside and doing things. So we'll see if we get one. Yeah, we'll see if we get one in this week, and go to now recording for all the fun drama stuff.
Yes. Speaking of now recording, they just recently dropped their latest video, which is the Tony Hits call that happened. Yeah.
Apparently Beavers is not in it, so I am not watching.
Beavers is not in this. No.
Wow. That's rude.
But yeah. But yeah, so
I edited that. I put hard work into that.
You
It's
did.
2 hours
Really?
long.
I did.
Okay,
Yeah,
I might watch it. I know. All I know
did.
is Beavers was complaining that he wasn't in it, so I commented
Yeah.
under his tweet
Well,
saying, "No
Matt-
Beavers,
Matt-
no watch."
Matt said something about it on Sunday about him editing it and how they were gonna make it into a members only video, but it was just so good that they made it into a regular video that they had to, which was a smart idea because it's like 1K views already, and it's only been up for like a couple days. So yeah, that I heard bits and pieces of it. But I haven't heard all of it yet. I need to go back and listen to it. I'll probably listen to it tomorrow, but yeah. And I hope that someone recorded the call with apparently Oz that happened in there too. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Oh god. Now recording is always recording, right guys? Right. Squatchin, what do you have going on?
I have no fucking idea. Keep an eye on my Twitter. I might decide to do something.
right, guys. Well, thank you guys again for coming out tonight. Greatly appreciate it. I'm super stoked for Thursday. Let's go.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, okay. This is. I'm going to tell him this on Thursday if I think of it and if I have the guts to say this and if he wants to watch this back, he can. But I had reached out to him about 2 weeks ago now, I think, asking if he wanted to come back on once the part 3 of Keffel's dropped, because we had known that he was going to drop part 3, and he was like, oh yeah, absolutely, and I was like, oh my god, yes, and I was like fangirling the entire time, so
Nice.
so yeah, all I had to do was ask. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, but thank you guys again, and Gigi, we will hopefully talk to you again here soon, ma'am. Don't be a stranger. You are welcome back anytime, and we will talk to you I will talk to you 2 on Thursday, and Gigi, I will hope to talk to you soon.
Yep. Have a good night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, chat.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys again for coming out tonight. Greatly appreciate it. I am going to go have you go somewhere here. Hold on. Give me just a second. Let me get it pulled up here. Hold on. Let me see if he's still alive. Should be. Hold on. Give me a second. Possibly. Lieutenant Mail. Let me see. Okay, here we go. He is. Alright, guys. I'm going to have you go raid into Flatley stream. Flatley is currently live right now. Go show him some loves if you guys want to. There you go. Tell him it's a KHuck raid. And we will be off tomorrow once again, but we will see you guys back here on Thursday. Alright? With William Mackerson. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, you guys all have a wonderful night, and we will talk to you guys again soon. Bye, guys.